more nervous about than I am.
Aww.
Hey there, welcome to Consult the Blind Guy. In today's episode, in this live stream, we're doing Why Did You Do YouTube? Or Why Do You YouTube? And this is a collaboration with Divided by Sight. In today's episode, we're going to do a little bit of an interview and share our story and experiences of why we created our channel, what their purpose is, and our backstory behind them. And if you're here viewing this and you'd like to participate, please feel free to comment and let us know. This is not just for us. This is open to the blind and the sighted. So please feel free. We would love to hear from you as well. All right, Lauren, take it away.
Okay, so like Andrew said, my channel name is Divided by Sight. My name is Lauren, and I'm joined by my sister Nicole.
Hey guys.
She was generous enough to help read the comments because when it comes up on the screen, it's very, very tiny. So otherwise, you'd see me or Andrew like an inch away from the screen trying to read it.
Yes, thank you, Nikki. It is deeply appreciated.
No problem. I said I'm usually cameraman or woman for Lauren, so I'm used to it.
That's right, do our bidding. Wow. I can help it.
All right, I know you kind of touched on this already, but my first question that I have here for you is a brief introduction about yourself and your channel.
Okay. So I was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa, or RP, at the age of 5, but I didn't actually lose most of my vision until the age of 13. I was introduced to YouTube kind of when it started back in 2005.
Yes.
And I've always liked watching YouTube, and I think every year, especially in the last couple of years when there are more people going on YouTube to do like gaming streaming videos, like walkthroughs or just them playing the game, I always felt like, oh, YouTube seems so easy, it's something I could do. But I never really had the confidence myself to do it. And actually, at the beginning of this year, I stumbled upon Matt's channel, Blind Billionaire, and Sam's channel, which is The Blind Life. And I think it helped seeing somebody else that was visually impaired doing YouTube, and it seemed like they were able to do such a great job at it. I think that helped give me the push that I needed to start it. And when I started my channel, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it, but now I want to make videos to help give advice and tips for those that are starting to lose their vision or have recently lost their vision. They really don't know what to do or what resources to contact for help, because when that happens, it's very overwhelming and it's frustrating. You're used to having this independence and being able to do what everybody else can do, and your vision's taken away, and you kind of have to relearn how to do everything.
Okay. When did you start making videos, or did you start making videos before YouTube?
No, I literally just started making videos last month.
Awesome. So you started last month around the same time that I started this channel.
Correct. And I kind of just dove into it head first.
Hey, don't feel alone. This channel to me is a whole new experience.
Right.
Like I was in our first live stream testing, this is something that Matt inspired me to do, as well as Molly Burke. I seen Molly Burke's video the first time. Sorry, I seen Molly Burke's video the first time because of Casey Neistat. If I wouldn't have seen Casey Neistat's video where he actually collaborated with Molly that very
Mhm.
first time, I wouldn't have known about her. I have been doing this for a while, and up until recently, I always felt like I was alone, and I just made general
Right.
content, and I never really thought that we had a blind or visually impaired community out here as content creators, and then I seen hers, and then I got a suggestion from YouTube to watch Matt on Blind and Billionaire, and
Right.
that's how I came across you, and
Yeah, I think I stumbled across Sam's channel first. I think I was looking for reviews on the wheat walking, and he did that video reviewing it.
Mhm.
And then I saw all the other tech stuff that he did, and I was like, "Oh, this is cool." I didn't know there were people on YouTube that were visually impaired.
Yeah, it really shocked me when I seen that because I had no idea. I always felt when I posted my videos because I was doing it more as a hobby. It's like, yeah, I'll do this. I'll show off my skills, show off my hobby, and maybe somebody out there will be like, "Hey, I noticed you do things this way. Is there a reason you do it that way?" Maybe they'd
Mhm.
ask me if I had a vision impairment or something, and I've never had it happen. And then, I ended up seeing those collaboration videos and stuff, and it's like, wow, I'm not alone.
it's
It,
it's
it
funny too
really
because
is.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, you're fine. Go ahead.
It's so funny because now when I'm watching a video by a YouTuber that's visually impaired, it'll be like, watch this other YouTuber suggested, and they're also visually impaired. Like just alone today, I found 2 other channels of YouTubers that are parents and visually impaired on top of it,
Oh, wow.
which just
They
blows my mind.
I have to
I,
reach out to them because I would love to be able to talk to them too.
yeah, the one channel is Seeing Blind, and then the other one is Ability Mom of 2.
Oh yeah, I've got them. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have kids. I have 2 nieces and a nephew, and
Mhm.
I mean, watching them sometimes and not being able to see is a challenge, but having to do
Mhm.
it 24/7, oh, that's
Yep.
rough.
Well, it's all
I know
frustrating.
I
It's
don't
like,
know how my grandfather managed to do it because my grandfather went blind at 27 driving down the road, no less.
Right.
Um,
It's just still
but my
young.
grandfather had 7 boys and 2 girls,
oof.
I think Nick had a comment.
and
No, Dad, you finish.
Oh.
I'll wait.
but, yeah, they had all those kids, and my grandfather was only able to see the one, and that was it, and that was my grandmother, and then all the children after that, he wasn't able to see, and he's the one I draw a lot of my inspiration and stuff from because he did so much as a blind person that would just astonish somebody that was sighted because they would assume, based on
Mhm.
watching him do everything, that he could still see.
Now, did he have any vision at all, or was he completely
No,
blind?
he went 100% lights out
Wow,
while driving. And
that's
that was
scary.
the one thing that always tripped me out when he told me the story about it is he was actually driving downtown on one of our main roads, one of the main busy roads in downtown. And he had just passed in front of the Goodwill stores, and next thing you know, he couldn't see. He managed to pull off to the side of the road without hitting anything or hitting anybody and getting help.
Right, that's such a miracle. I feel like if it just happened to me like that, like suddenly, I mean, like I was saying, like my vision has decreased gradually over time, which
Hmm.
I think is better that way because then it kind of you adapt as you go along. Because I don't think anything can prepare you if you just suddenly lose all your vision dramatically so quickly like that.
And see, that's where I'm kind of torn on it because I'm the same way. I've been slowly on a degrade ever since I was little, And then by the time I was 16, I was legally blind, but it's been steadily going down even worse since then.
Hmm.
And sorry, um, in my opinion, I think it's more difficult to lose your sight over time because it is a constant change every day. Whereas if it were to per se happen tomorrow, I'd have to figure out how to do everything again, but it would be a one-time thing. It's going to be okay. Well, you can't see anything no more. Now you got to
Hmm.
learn how to really use your cane, really use your echolocation, and learn Braille if you don't already know it or whatever. And then you're good to go. You still might be per se a little bit hesitant or not so good and still have to work on things, but in the long run, it's only a one-time learning curve.
Yeah, I think age has another big impact on how you respond to it as well, because
Yes.
I feel like when older people, like 40 or maybe even older than that, lose their vision, they're so set in their ways, and they've been going through their whole life with vision.
Hmm.
How do you adapt?
Yeah, yeah. Is definitely something that our community has a unique situation with because everybody's got their own way of dealing with everything. And then on top of it, it's like, is it a slow transition or is it a super slow transition? Or in some cases, is it one of them wonderful things like my grandfather's and it's just overnight?
Right. I think also it depends on if you have a community around you to help you with that transition.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Support systems
if,
definitely help a lot.
and I feel like that's kind of what I want to do with my channel, because I know when I was starting to lose my vision, I didn't really know a lot of people that were blind or visually impaired.
Around
Mhm.
support.
And then you kind of feel like you feel alienated from those around you, because you think nobody knows what you're going through.
Yep, yep,
But
yep.
then again, when we were younger, we didn't have internet yet, so
That is definitely
showing my
one
age.
that is nice now. When we were younger, we didn't have the internet. Now we're
Yeah,
older and we have a nice community, even though we may not per se know everybody real well. We know we have those wonderful things in common that we can go, "Hey, how's your day going? I know how you're feeling because I do the same thing."
exactly.
One of them wonderful days where it for us, we really understand the whole cupboard door being open compared to the sighted person. We're like, "Hey, ah," whereas they're gonna be like, "Oh, hey, look, cupboard door close." Whereas we're gonna be like, "Oh, hey, slam. Hey, who left the cupboard door open?"
My mom did that to me yesterday. She told me to suggest her, and next thing I know, I feel my hand bump someone. Oh, I left that tag open. Sorry.
It's like, that's a little bit too late. Thanks for telling
Um,
me after I read into it.
hey, yep. Forgot all of that. You couldn't have told me like 10 seconds before, you know. I know I was actually just commenting before the live stream on one of our friends is Chris, and he was talking on there about stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, I definitely know how that feels. And it's like, man, we just have all kinds of fun within our community.
But
You know,
I agree. I mean, if you try to tell that story to someone that has perfect vision, they might not understand it. Like, oh, why didn't you just see that it was open?
hmm well,
You think if I saw it was open, I would run into it?
yeah, here's a good one for you because this is what Chris asked. Have you ever broken a bone?
Fortunately, no, I haven't.
I
You are
don't know
very,
that.
very lucky
Our bodies are weird.
I know,
because
especially how clumsy I am.
well, see, that's the wonderful thing is I noticed when he put that out there today. It's like there's so many people on there. Yes, I've done it this way, or yes, I've done this, and it's like didn't none of them come off with the one that I did? Because this
Right.
past September, I bent over and smacked my face onto my dresser and fractured my nose right here. And
Oh.
it's the third time that I've broken my nose.
Dang.
I think when I was younger, I might have broken my nose. I know I got hit in the face with a lot of balls, so I'm not really sure if that actually broke or not.
Flying ball.
Yeah. Good old soccer balls getting kicked and smacking you in the head.
Yeah, I think I broke 4 pair of glasses.
Gym.
Glass.
Well, just showing the intelligence of public schooling. Let's put a blind person in gym class.
With other children her age that are brats. This one, well.
No one's gonna get hurt at all.
No, especially when the whole group's planning the blind person.
Now, like, do we have a target on our face that we don't know about?
Hi to you viewers out there. I see we got 2 of you. I may not be able to tell who you are, but I know you're there.
Yeah,
Thanks
we
for
have
watching
viewers.
Consult Blind Guy and Divided by Sight. Today we're here to do Why Do You YouTube? And we're sharing a little bit about ourselves and our journey in our channel. We'd love to have you comment. Let us know your thoughts of the conversation. If you'd like to join us, please let us know in the comments. We'd be more than happy to have you on here with us.
Yeah, no comments yet. I'll let you guys know if they write anything.
Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. I'm an open book.
Yep, same here.
Why did I make it perverted, Nicole?
You went there.
We're in that VIP community, so you know. It's a natural.
Bullshit.
Is this cup big enough? It has tea in it.
Oh, well, there, and I can see it. There you go.
Yeah, blocked my whole face.
What was it?
I know you kind of
target
a little bit already, but maybe you could dive in a little bit more on the specifics of why you created your channel.
So why I created my channel was to connect with other people that are going through the same thing I am, but also to help give advice to those that might need it in a positive way. Because I know depending on whatever your journey is with losing your vision, it can be overwhelming, it can be stressful, and it can be very easy to go into a negative frame of mind and just, think woe with me and have a pity party for one.
Yeah, we all have those days every now and then.
Right. And also to help dissolve stereotypes that are associated with our community.
Yep, I know we definitely have a lot of those out there, and this would be one of them.
What's that?
We can't see, so we can't create things. We can't be artistic.
Right.
There's a lot of people out there who believe the misconception that all people, when they hear the term blind, they can't see anything, and it's not true.
Right.
In fact, 90% of those who are blind or classified as blind are actually legally blind and have some sensation of sight, whether it's tunnel vision or light sensation or anything like that. There's only 10% of the actual blind community who are born blind or are 100% blind.
Right, and a lot of times some people can have light perception. They can see like light and shadows. But I mean, that's better than not seeing anything at all.
Right.
Yep. That's why I'm thankful for Nikki joining us, because like I'm sitting back a couple foot from the computer and I can see the 2 squares for the cameras to know that they're working, and I can see the red strip with white I know it's letters, but to me it just looks like a little red strip and a white strip in it that looks like it'd kind of be a candy cane.
Wow.
Oh, are you referring
Oh,
to what the names are?
Yeah. What is
yeah,
that?
yep,
Oh,
yeah.
you can
I
better to
can't
be my
make
friend.
out how small it is. I can't see it.
Like I can see that there's a box there because I was able to see where it was before we started the live stream. I had it magnified, but I can't read any of it.
Yep.
And that's
That's
wonderful.
why the other day I was going back and forth. That's why I'm so happy Nikki's here to help. Because
I didn't have to coerce her into it. She volunteered.
yes,
I mean,
and I am so thankful because that was kind of annoying me the other day. I wanted to sit here and chat with you guys, but it's like I can't see what you're typing to me.
yeah.
So now I gotta look way up there, and it's like I don't want to put my magnifier on here because then it's gonna really screw me up on trying to keep track of what's going on in the stream.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It seems like when you try to have the magnification on with the stream, it like
It
distorts
screws
the
everything.
image.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but there's something about that magnifier, or at least on my computer, it goes wonky.
I'm curious to see how it would work if somebody was using this and running JAWS.
Oh,
Kind
I
of,
know.
kind of JAWS works differently than the
Look
magnifier.
into those because my mom wanted to get those for me a long time ago, but I'm stubborn.
Me
Go
too.
figure. You know, and I didn't want to get one of the microphones and have to sit here and talk to everything because I hated listening. I'm one of those. I hate listening to my own voice.
Yeah, that makes editing fun.
You know, and it's like, yeah, now I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna talk to my computer and I'm gonna have to listen to myself, and then everybody around me is gonna have to listen to me because it's typing for me. And it's like, how do you use those and talk on it and talk in because everybody wanted me to journal, get your feelings out.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that with JAWS when the people are right there that you want to talk about?
You
can't.
other names. Give everyone an alias name.
You know. But that was the reason when I was younger, I never could stand the idea of getting them because it's like, how am I supposed to journal with JAWS and be able to get my feelings out about everyone and everything and not irritate the people around me because I'm talking about them? So that's why I never got into them, and now I've got this computer, which is 8 years old, and it's got recognition and everything on it, and I still have the same issue because it's like, I want it to type for me, but unless you're alone, you can't do that. Or
True.
depending on what you're trying to do anyway. Like I was gonna try using my narrator to have the text to speech to read for me, but that's a very, very bad idea. I
Why?
learned
It would help you.
it would, but I would not be able to hear you.
Yeah, I've noticed that when Matt was doing his channel and he was using
I have a comment about using your phone with Siri or read speech to read out comments. But it seems
because I don't know if you've seen like Kylie Schaefer, like I was saying in our last long live stream.
Yeah.
With her doing the black screen, you can hear her talk, and then every now and then you'll hear her either tap on the phone and it'll talk, or it'll automatically start talking. Or record button, tap, record, stop, record. And you can hear it as she's running her finger over it. And it's like, I wouldn't be able to do that because I want to be able to hear you that's on the stream with me and not hear
all you would hear would be
the audio from the computer going, here, I'm going to read off every comment. Oh, by the way, I'm also going to read off every button.
Yeah, those videos hurt my ears because the phone seems to be on a higher frequency or pitch than the voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably whatever setting that person has it on that you're hearing.
Hey,
I don't know.
Could
or
be
just
one thing I noticed with a lot of them that you use that text to speech like that.
Mhm.
Everybody I've watched so far here on YouTube and in the collaboration live streams and stuff like with Matt is everybody's got their text reader at like 2 times, 3 times, 4 times speed. So it's and it's like, holy hell, how can you understand that thing? And it's like,
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine trying to do the stream and then have that read that fast through all of the comments and stuff, or even everything on the screen. Oh boy.
Yeah, because I know, like, when Nicole's trying to talk to me and I'm writing, like, I can't concentrate on both at the same time, so I would be screwed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the one YouTube channel that I found from Matt's was Vidal, the blind reader, and
Yep.
all her videos she's reading, I guess she's reading either like question or script, and it's so fast. Like, I'm glad she's also reading it back what it's saying. 'Cause I'm like, oh, I didn't hear anything. All I heard was blah 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 blah.
no, I don't think it's that fast.
But see, you started doing audiobooks, so I think you're kind of like training your ear to listen to it.
Okay.
That's the other thing. A lot of people are like, oh, if you're losing your vision, why don't you try audiobooks? And I personally don't like them. I can't pay attention to them long enough.
That was something I was just actually talking to Dale L. Roberts about the other day, the guy that I suggested you check out in that private message.
Yeah.
And Nikki, you might want to check out them offers. I'm just saying. But Dale, he was one of the speakers. Actually, you know that because you watched a couple of the live streams for People of Video.
Yeah, it's funny that I didn't even realize that's what it was from.
Yep. That live stream.
Sometimes you just go across videos on YouTube and you're like, how did I get to this?
Right.
Dark hole. Down the rabbit hole.
What it is those are the teasers. Use those as teasers because now you have everybody that hasn't gone to the conference is going to see the live streams. When they see the live streams, they're going to be like, oh, I missed it. But now I can go and get replays and I can see what I missed.
Right.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And I bought my ticket for next year. I'm going to People of Video. It's going to be a challenge because this might be my first long distance flight on my own.
Where is it?
Albany, New York.
Tibetan for YouTubers, right?
It sounds like a conference. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah. The People of Video is by Dan Courier, the host of Creator Fundamentals.
Okay, it's not what you're thinking of.
He is the creator of People of Video, and Dan wanted a conference on the East Coast because every conference, the majority of them, are all held out in the West, out in California somewhere, Arizona, Nevada, stuff like that. Always out
I mean,
west.
there are a lot of YouTubers out there. That's probably why.
But there's never been one over here.
Excuse me.
We haven't had any, Comic-Con and all them other things like that. They all travel around. They're in every state. They go everywhere.
Right.
The YouTube conventions and conferences are all staying out west. They haven't done crap out here in the east. And that's why Dan's like, you know what? I don't feel like driving all the way out to California all the time. And I know there's quite a few of our YouTube creators and content creators in general who are on the East Coast. Let's have us an event over here.
I know. I always get surprised when I learn that they're like a YouTuber I watch is like on the East Coast and they're like only like a couple hours from me. And I'm like, ooh, could you just assume that they're like in California? Because you think that's where they all are.
Yeah, because that's how a lot of them make you feel just based on the way that they do their video.
Right.
It's like you don't even have to necessarily be in California, but they try to give that feel of the video.
Right, like,
Which-
you know, you want delish, Hawaiian young food. I thought they're in California, like, no, they're in New York.
That's like 2 hours away from us.
Yeah,
3 hours.
2.
Well, it depends on how you get there.
Yeah, depending on which route you take.
Right, it's like 2 hours from here to Philly and 3 from New York.
Now, how close are you guys to Baltimore?
We're in Baltimore. We're in Baltimore
Really?
County. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I had to ask because your football team there is the Baltimore Ravens.
All right.
And Raven is my native name, and you know.
I'm not really a sports person, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh.
Me
I-
neither. Not really. I would much rather play sports than watch them, but I like the name, you know. It's a Raven. I like Ravens. If you can't tell, I've actually got one on my wall back there looking over my shoulder.
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome. I think Nicole has always liked the name because of the Edgar Allan Poe poem, The Raven.
Yep.
I like Raven in general because
Raven, nevermore.
What's that?
I just like ravens because they're black and they're spirit guides, and that's life.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's right.
Yep. In our native creation stories, they're the bringer of light, the messenger of the creator, the first bird of creation.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yep. I'll actually do a video a little bit more later on about some of my native stuff.
That'd be cool because I feel like a lot of people don't know that much about Native American history or the lore around it.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of people have that misconception that all Native Americans are just one group. They don't really realize like there's all different branches and traditions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. I've actually thought about making a channel dedicated just to that because I've got my original channel where I did a couple language lessons on there.
Right?
And I did like a pilot for an idea of what I wanted to do for sharing culture stuff like that. But I'm kind of torn between, do I do it on its own channel? Do I keep it on the channel that I've already got it on with all the other stuff? Decisions. And now that I went to the virtual conference this past weekend and had the amazing time that I had, I now know that I've got a lot of work ahead of me. But as Dan said, little improvements equal big results. And
Yeah.
that's all. Little improvements will equal big results. You, for example, you know, when we first got together and started talking, you didn't really have an intro. Help out. I helped you out. Okay, here's some intros. You tell me which
to
one.
be fair, when I started, I'm like,
and
what's an
do
intro?
a video, and then look at that. It's only been a week, and you're making your own.
Yeah. The only downside is like what I had when I shared it with you. I'm like, is this good? Because I feel like your own self is not a horrible judge of character, but like you always have that little voice in your head questioning, is it good enough?
Right. I feel like many creators feel that way.
And I'm like still learning. I don't know what I'm doing, which is fine.
And
I
that's why I made that other group. That way, we already have a direct line to each other, but to have the extra brainstorming group, I figured would benefit not only you and I, but it's going to benefit those that we pull in there with us for our small little brainstorm group. Because then we'll be able to take all the notes that I've got, and I'll put them in there if you'd like. all the
Yeah,
notes that I got from people of video, and you can go over those, and you can
Yeah, I think that would be
you'll
great help.
understand a little bit more about why I say the little improvements instead of going, oh hey, I gotta hurry up and do this. Hey, I gotta do that.
Well, you want it to be perfect.
Yeah. I think that's what
Yeah, that is what we mentally think we want, but that is not what we want. This right now is what we want. You want human. You want authentic. You want you. You don't want perfect, because perfect is the enemy of good.
Right.
And that is to quote but yet another one of our speakers from People of Video,
Who was that?
Roberto Blake.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I just found his channel the other day. Watching video that I can't remember if it was Nick or D. It's one of them. The day, yeah, I think it was during Nick's Saturday live stream. He mentioned the name.
Oh, nice.
That's why it was up here.
Yeah, and
Yep.
perfect stuff.
You don't think perfect?
When you go to my regular videos, I got all those guys are listed right there under the content creator recommended. Highly recommend those guys. That's why I've got them underneath our blind VIP list, is because I don't want to have everything scattered. That's why I put all the recommendations kind of in two categories at the bottom.
Right.
But that's why I got them here, because even if per se you come to my channel and because you've seen like my Canva video or one of the other little tutorials I've done so far, that might help you out, but you might want more.
Right.
And I don't necessarily have all that information on here yet. In time, I will, because now that I've done People of Video, I know I can help more of our community with the information and stuff that I've gained this past weekend. And it's not that I'm trying to go out and go, hey, I know how to improve your YouTube channel. It's I've got some extra insight from all these people that
Right.
you might already watch them, but I've
Yeah.
got the notes from me going to the conference that you missed.
I want to go to the conference. It sounds amazing.
Oh, it was. I was so amazed on Friday. You know how before we just started this live stream, you could tell I was that little bit nervous about hitting the go live?
No.
No, not at all.
Liar.
You nervous a little bit? Nah. But when they put out the notice that we were going to do a Zoom conference for a pre-conference, I assumed it was going to be like every other video live stream that I've done on Zoom prior to this.
Yeah.
And it would be like Pat doing a teaching course and go, okay, well, here, I'm doing like a normal live stream on YouTube, and you can chat in the comments and I can acknowledge you. That wasn't the case.
Well, Zoom is kind of like what we're doing now, right?
Yes. Kind of.
Kind of.
The only difference is in Zoom, you can have up to 100 people in there.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody would be talking over each other.
That's the only downside, is that people are talking and speeds from too many people doing it at once.
See, and that's the one thing that was actually surprisingly, we might get, like just a second ago, it has that little bit of delay, so you might go to start talking, but you'll get enough of it to know, okay, wait to talk because you know the other person's talking. And that was actually what happened on Friday. Is I joined in on the Zoom, and it's like, give permission for your camera and your microphone. Huh?
Right.
Wait a minute, what? Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. It did say something a while back about how you have to give permissions for certain things depending on the calls and stuff you're in. And I didn't think nothing about it. I just hit it, and it's like, oh, okay. And next thing you know, I've got Cassandra Thompson and Dan Curry are going, "Oh, hey, it says Andrew's in here."
You're like, wait, that's me.
Yeah.
Get it.
How you
Yeah.
doing? And it's like, you can see me? What? Really? We're doing a live chat, not a live stream? Crap, how do I unmute my mic? How do I unmute my mic?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm still figuring this stuff out. Blind guy, new phone, having fun on a Zoom conference.
Yeah, I was telling Nicole that the other day that I was able to upgrade my phone. So they're gonna send me the new phone, but it's not gonna be anything like what I have now. So that'll be fun.
Yeah,
What I
well,
found funny is that when we play trivia over in Zoom, and I didn't know you're supposed to mute your mic.
Yeah.
So when we had the first date night, you're like, somebody's typing really loud on their keyboards and using it. Oh shit, that's me.
type. What's that echoing sound?
Yeah, my camera's like right next to my keyboard. So like, yeah, I need to figure out how to mute this thing. And that's why they gave me that comment when we did the second date. They told me to mute it.
Oh.
nice. Yeah, that was one thing I was worried about too, is it's like sitting here earlier, I actually had my cousin Jeff that you wanted me to interview. He was
Yeah.
the one to help me make sure I could do live calls today.
Oh, nice.
Because I was sitting here and I searched through like 20, 30 different videos on how to set up a phone call through a mixer. Because I know it can be done, because that's how it gets done by the professionals. Hey, you got all these people on there. You do this, you do that, you do this, and you're good to go. Pretty
But
much.
they're showing you. They're not explaining it step by step.
Right.
Right. And it's like, how in the hell are you doing that?
Well, that's why I like when you did your tutorial here. Like, take the mouse and go in the corner, and like you have it like circled. That's like, oh, okay. So I was just saying, like, click on this menu.
Right.
What menu? Where? Where do I go?
Yeah. See, and that was actually like, Andrew Can for TubeBuddy. Thank you, Andrew. By the way, because of being a part of the presentation, I'm gonna get 60 days of TubeBuddy Legend planned for free.
Wow.
Yeah, I still don't really know how to use TubeBuddy. That's something I'm trying to figure out.
Andrew did a whole presentation on how to use TubeBuddy. The downfall
I have to watch it.
is I can't see it. It's all white screen.
Oh.
Yeah. What's the solution? Like, how would you figure it out?
When we were in the last live stream the other day, while they were talking about what was going on, Andrew actually went through and did it in dark mode a little bit for me. Not the entire thing, but part of it. So I got a little bit of an understanding. But
Nice.
I'm really going to go through and watch his video again and have it plugged into my TV. So it will be blown up. And hopefully I'll be able to stand there and go, okay, mouse is moving this way or moving that way, and be able to figure out what he's doing, or even take screenshots or something, so I can go, okay,
Right.
go menu or something, and then I can turn around and create another tutorial. That way it'll help more people like us, because TubeBuddy is accessible to an extent. It's not entirely accessible to where like we would like it as VIPs.
I mean,
but
there's a lot of things like that.
there. They're improving on it. I know that is one thing that they're working on improving.
It's frustrating because I'm a mobile content person and I like doing things on my phone, but none of the, like, I actually went in Internet Explorer the other day with TubeBuddy and like all the other features, but then you go in the app and like none of them are there.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. When I had the same issue, in fact, shortly after getting on here and getting into using TubeBuddy, I was having all kinds of issues with the mobile. Go to scroll and it would start popping things up, and it's like, I'm not trying to pop that up. I'm trying to scroll
Yeah.
through my milestone.
Just take me where I need to go, please. Work. Do your job.
Right. And I thankfully reached out to them, and it was a matter of a couple hours, and they had it fixed.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
some quick
TubeBuddy
customer
is
service.
amazing. They're awesome people over there. They're more than willing to help and take the time to help you.
That's really
I
awesome.
definitely learned that from Rob and Andrew. I'm grateful for them guys because they've already helped me out a couple times. That's one thing I've been saying all week already is I can't thank Dan and all the speakers enough, in my opinion, because I've learned so much this weekend. And
I
then,
mean, like you said, you gained so much from them.
yeah, and then really I owe Dan a lot, in my opinion, because if it wasn't for Dan and his offers, I wouldn't have been able to attend. I couldn't afford it at the time. But because of the TubeBuddy 24-hour Corin stream, Dan threw out an offer just before the end of the show that whoever donated $20 to COVID relief would receive a free ticket.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah,
So
That's
I
really
donated so I could be able to get the free ticket because it was within my affordability. It's like, heck yeah, man, you're going to give me an offer of a ticket for $20? I'm on it.
How do you remember how much the actual ticket price was?
I do believe the original ticket price was around $700 with everything included.
Oh
But
god, so much money.
you know, they had other promos and stuff like that going too, because it all depended on what you were looking at for the experience. You know,
Oh,
are you
there were different ticket entries for what you wanted out of the conference. Okay.
right? Yeah, and like, I just got my ticket today because I'm an attendee, and I now have access to everything that I just watched over the weekend for the next year.
Wow.
Originally, it was going to be 30 days. If you were attendee, you got 30 days for free to rewatch everything that you got to do for the conference. After that, you'd have to pay an additional fee, and then you'd have the rest of the year. And I think that's awesome because over the next 30 days, I can guarantee you I can watch those movies over and over and over again and still write down more notes.
Yeah, because
And
sometimes when you go to a conference and that's it, you can't go back and rewatch it.
Right. And there's just so much information there. And that's what I've been doing is it's like, oh, I'm going to go through and I'm going to take notes. And then it's like, yeah, let's go to the next one and let's take some more notes. And then I've watched those 3 times now. 3 times. Since the weekend. I watched them during Saturday and Sunday for the presentation like we were supposed to. And then Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I watched them all again. Today, didn't watch any. Why? Because I was preparing for this.
Yeah, you saw like I was ready like an hour ahead of time.
Yes.
I was
actually trying to, when you messaged me of, hey, should I join now? I was trying to hook it up so where I was wired instead of wireless like before.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, I'm having difficulty getting the Ethernet cord working on my laptop. So I'm still running wireless, and thankfully, it seems to be running pretty good.
Yeah, finger crossed. Do you know if the Ethernet cable you have work?
Yeah. Yeah, it runs my PlayStation.
Wait, did you say PlayStation 1?
No, it runs my PlayStation. I have a PS3. That's why I was telling you when you made your comment about gaming, add me.
I know, but I've been like obsessed with my Nintendo Switch.
Oh, see, I haven't played with Nintendo stuff. Not since like we were younger, you know?
Yeah, with the Switch, you can hook it up to the TV. That's the only reason why I got it, because I love Nintendo.
Like the PlayStation Move. Or no?
No.
Or are you talking about the old school GameCube where it was like all the games were in the controller?
No. How did Nintendo Switch work? It kind of looked like
An iPad.
Yeah, it does look like an iPad, but then you can put it in the dock and then it streams it to the television.
Wow.
Yeah.
I learned something new. I had no clue. I went from Atari to Nintendo, from Nintendo to Sega, from Sega to PlayStation. And I've gone PS1, PS2, PS3. And I have not gone out and got a PS4.
Yeah. The only, like I was telling you, the only reason that we have a PS3 because her friend had it and then he got a PS4 and he's like, this is just collecting dust, I'm going to get rid of it. And I'm like, I'll take it off your hands.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody that I play games with, they're like, come on, man, PS4, they're making it to where it's accessible and everything. And it's like, you let me know when they get it to being accessible for people like me, and then I will be more than happy to come and join you. Because I was a pro gamer for a while. And when I mean pro gamer, I mean I was one of those that did the tournaments and things like that. I was a ranked #1 player for a few years.
What was your game of choice?
I'm a first-person shooter nut. I love running around and killing people. Usually all my games are military-based. Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2, Battlefield, the series, Call of Duty, the series, Ghost Recon. I play them all pretty much.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the game our friend plays. Now he's going to kill me. What is it called?
Yeah, I'm either running around on a military type simulator like that, or like Grand Theft Auto, or I don't mind racing either. I love me some fast cars.
Is it Fallout?
Fallout 60 something.
Yeah, I thought of it. Because that would bug me. But Fallout is like a popular shooting game for the PS4. You're like set in like a wasteland that's post-apocalyptic.
Oh, yeah, they got that for PS3.
Yeah, our friend is obsessed with it. That's the only way I know anything about it. Yeah, I like platformer games. Where there's like a story and you have to advance through different levels of the game. Yeah, I didn't say puzzle.
Yeah, the puzzle's my area.
Yeah. I hate puzzling games.
It is fun to watch you try though.
Why is Lauren crying in the room? I spent 3 hours on this level. I can't beat it.
Auntie, come here. Here you go. Touch you. That was like how it was when you grew up, wasn't it? I'd read a book and be like, race quitting, and I don't do it for you.
I've never turned a controller off the TV though.
True. Jimmy did.
I probably thought about it.
I'm definitely guilty of that.
Yeah, you guys hadn't been your controller.
I did that a couple times when I was younger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was real young when that happened. Yeah, game rage is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. Me and Nicole.
I'm older.
Me and Nicole did a video about that last week. That a lot of people make that assumption.
Yeah, they don't think it's real, but it's real. Trust me, I can tell you. Being a pro gamer for them few years, I can tell you, you get real irritated real quick.
Yeah, but now it's kind of dangerous. I mean, what was it, last year or 2 years ago?
What's that?
Where the guy lost the game and he pulled out the gun and shot the whole place up.
Yup.
That guy should be playing a game.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, you would be amazed at some of the stupid stuff that you can see people do on PS3. Yeah, I mean it. You would be absolutely shocked at some of the craziness that people will do on there.
But why do you think that people have this assumption that because you're blind that you can't play video games?
Because they're all underneath that same assumption of we're blind, we all see nothing at all.
Yeah, Nicole found a game that was made
Oh my god.
specifically for those that are blind, and you're literally just walking and plays the music. Like, I'm offended. That is not a game.
No. And all it is like it's a screen full of horribly trees. You're like, yeah, blind people see him like. No blind person sees this. He knows that are actually blind. They don't see what was on the screen. Like,
Yeah, they have a memory of what they could see before, or somebody described something to them. No, I'm blind. I see nothing but black all the time.
You know.
I don't know what the description is.
Here, let me close my eyes. Okay. No, I still see color. I'm sorry.
It was like these brownish logs with like bunch of greens, but the greens were like in the middle. So I'm like, what kind of tree is that?
Maybe they had a child animate it.
Maybe. I don't know. They said they spent $2,000 for it.
We should get their money back.
Yeah. Yeah. If you paid any kind of money for something like that to get developed, get your money back.
I feel like
this game.
I feel like the best names for people that are really impaired was the original Mario and the original Zelda.
Yeah, because there's so many audible cues of where you're going and what's coming at you. Like everything had its own little sound.
Yep.
You really didn't need to see. You could just, crank the volume up on the TV. And listen for the enemy to approach you.
Right.
Yep. And
even when you died, it made a sound.
That's what drives a lot of my friends nuts that I still play games with, because they're like, how in the hell did you just shoot that dude? Well, what do you mean? I was sitting right here, never seen him once, but you, the blind guy, get the kill.
Yep.
How did you do that? And it's like, well, one, I've got good hearing and I pay attention. Well, what do you mean? I'm paying attention. No, you're not. You're paying attention to what you're looking at, and you're paying attention to who you're talking to. You're not paying attention to the background noise.
Yeah, our ears are trained differently to hear different things.
Right. And that's how I've always been, is I'll listen to you talk, no problem. But when I'm playing that game, I'm focused on the game.
Right. I mean, that's
it's one of them things that.
I was gonna say that's true for being real world gaming, like in Mark.
Yeah.
We're fighting. Okay, the guy's like 5 feet away from you, and I'll be on right in center. Like, I thought you were flying. You told me you were throwing. Like, it's not hard. Like, okay, I hear this person's fighting. You told me how far to throw. How hard is that? You're like, I have sight, I guess. I'm like, yeah, because you're trained on where you're looking, not where you hear your person from. Like, it's different.
All
I
right.
just I didn't play it. They don't expect you to be able to do it, and you can do it anyway.
Good job. Put the cup on top of the laptop.
Oops. Hey, at least you didn't set it on there and spill it.
Oh, she would start crying.
I would have.
I've actually seen people do that. So feel lucky that you just sat it on there.
No, it hit the very edge of the laptop. I was like, oh, I gotta go more to the right.
Mm. All right. Next question I had here for you on the list,
Questions?
which is even nicer, seeing how we've gone through a name change. What made you decide on your channel name?
Oh God. So I'll even talk about when I started. That was the hardest thing. Like the hardest thing about the channel was like, okay, I got to give it a name because originally I started out I was gonna do gaming and like do the game like record gameplay
Mhm.
and I like so many things. So, like I don't even know how I even thought of it. I just was like throwing a name at the wall and I kind of liked it and other people liked it. And
Well,
then
you're trying to see if it's available too.
yeah, sometimes you put a name in there like you can't use that, it's not available. So you go to the next thing. But then like I was telling you the other night, because I'm a paid member to Dee's channel,
Mm-hmm.
they were doing workshop for everybody's channel, and he was, kind of asking me all these questions about what I wanted the channel to be and what I wanted to focus on. And he was like, well, your name has to reflect what you want your channel to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
And since I want to focus on those that are losing their sight and stereotypes that people have with the blind and visually impaired community, well, I'm not going to take all the credit. Nicole didn't help me brainstorm it.
Oh, I get some credit?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That didn't sound familiar at all.
Oh no, can't tell you two are sisters at all.
I don't know this person. Help, there's a stranger in my room.
All right, bye, Lark.
Ronnie Millsap, there's a stranger in my house. Somebody help me. I can't see. He's one of my favorite artists. If you can't tell, Ronnie Millsap is a blind musician.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of them, so.
Yeah, Ronnie Millsap is an old-time country singer.
Lark's favorite.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I listen to all kinds of music. I'm not one of those that's specific into just country or just rock or whatever. I listen to everything. And I literally mean everything. I've got some experimental artist albums as well, and I honestly, in my opinion, for the way that they sing, I should be making millions with my voice.
Oh,
It
sorry about that.
It shocked me the first time I heard one of them, because it's like it sounds like a 14 or 15-year-old who's trying to be comical, but yet serious and talk in a really weird voice.
Because they're like all over the place.
Yeah.
You shut the door at like
sitting there singing, and it's like,
okay.
wow.
Like, you're
making how much money off of albums, man? I know quite a few people that can sing better than that. So yeah, I listen to everything. Just because you never know what you might find. Some people might not be able to sing the best, but they might have awesome background music.
Right, or they might have like really, really awesome lyrics that you can connect to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really find music by watching AVs and like the music that's.
I think that is probably one of the most common things among us as VIPs. Is that's one thing we all enjoy.
What, music?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because you can just sit back and listen to it.
Right.
Yeah, but we have a different way of listening to our music. We listen to it, but we have uh uh we find a deeper connection to a lot of songs that we listen to.
I know. I feel like for me, when I hear a song, I find myself paying more attention to the lyrics than like the actual instruments that are in it. But then,
Mhm.
like, as I listen to it more and more, then I can hear the whole song. But that's definitely like the thing that stuck out to me at first.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, a lot of songs have love to a lot of poems. There's like there'll be one line where I just up be like, I like that line. After I turn it and share all the emotions that are in it.
Yeah, that happened to me the other day. I was listening to music while I was taking a shower because I like listening to music when I do almost any activity.
I do too.
Why? Because I'll sing at the top of my lungs.
Yep.
I know I'm not the best singer, but I don't care. And I'm like, this line just like gets stuck in your head like an earworm, and then you have to use it in a creative way somehow, like a poem or a story.
Something. Yep.
Or try to bring more in your sister's ear.
What? No. I mean, if the song goes out of my head, gets stuck in yours, then that's fun.
Right.
But I feel like me and Nicole are so close because we're the only ones in our family that have RP or any form of visual impairment.
Well, no one's still alive.
But just nice because then you always have that person that understands what you're going through. Like, it's interesting because it affects us differently. Her vision is obviously better than mine, especially when it comes to text and I guess traveling during like at night. Because I feel like at night, like you have night blindness, but you can like almost see shadow.
Yeah, because she's got the higher sensitivity to light. It probably makes it a little bit easier for her at night, don't it?
Yeah, I didn't see anything that's lit up or that's white at night.
And then for me, like, okay, it's like dusk by sight. Like I don't see anything.
Yep. Yep. I'm right there with you, Lauren. I know exactly how you feel.
Like, go ahead.
But the opposite is that, if there's any bright lights or something that's a bright color, it's hard to see. Especially when it's like steps or curves, like it just looks all like smooth to me, and like, oh look, there's a step.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. I love when we go to the store every now and then. Some of the places have the paint that's right on the curb, and it's either super bright yellow or now it's red.
I mean,
In
at least
some
red is better contrast.
Yeah, I like the red a lot better because it gives you contrast. But I have been to one place that has it that they kind of screwed up, in my opinion. Because in my opinion, you paint the curb only. Do not paint the road in front of it.
Oh my god! Good job.
Did that happen in Montreal? In old Montreal?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I want face plant in the street.
Yeah, because then you're like, okay, where's the curve? Where's the street? It's all painted.
It's like you expect the curb to be there, and there's going to be a drop off. But when you see red and you can't see the drop off because I got the same red on the pavement in front of
it looks like it's all one thing.
Yeah, there's no depth perception there at all.
Yeah. Then you end up falling on your face, which
or when
sucks.
it's like it's all one color.
Yeah, and if you don't fall on your face, you definitely make a goof out of yourself because you're doing that wonderful little extra step dance kind of catch yourself.
Hey, as long as you catch yourself, it doesn't matter how stupid you look. Because the opposite would hurt a lot more.
Yeah.
I was gonna say being visually impaired, you have to learn how to laugh at yourself. because you're gonna run into things a lot.
Been there.
Oh my gosh. Mostly when we used to when we were younger, we do to our grandparents, we'd be like, oh look, there's Mitch's tree. Like now I'd be so pissed when he threw it up.
It sounds like my clothesline pole.
Well, her grandparents lived 2 hours away, so along the drive we would stop at like a resting place, you know, to get snacks and
Stretch the legs.
stretch the legs. And there were like trees scattered all around this one little like grassy area.
And we were all four of us playing tag.
Yeah. Me, Nicole, and our other two sisters were all running around the area playing tag, and I think because the tree blended in with the like grass.
Right. I slid into it. Like it's funny now. When you're a kid, it's not.
It's humiliating.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then I did laugh at you.
You did. You guys bring up every trip.
Because it happened to me, so I can laugh at you.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Exactly. But I mean, she's saying at least now she can look back and laugh at it. It's not humiliating. Right?
Yeah. Well, it's still a little bit humiliating, I imagine, but you can at least laugh at yourself now because you're older and, well, we do a lot worse.
Okay. Well, this is not as bad. My sister has good sight. We're into a screen glass door, so.
Hey, yeah, you know, there's plenty of sighted people out there. You could swear sometimes that they're the ones that are blind when they walk into a sliding glass door.
Right.
Or a screen. Oh, hey, cling. Wait a minute. What happened? There is a door there. Are you sure I'm the one that's blind?
Right.
I could have swore I was the one that was blind. You are blind. Well, how come I'm the one that knows there's a door there?
Yeah, that happened with my friends. We were walking around campsite, and he got running through the picnic fences. I'm like, are you sure you don't want me to do side dive or you want my cane?
A blind leading the blind. Oh, that would have been funny.
It would have been funny.
Casino. The blind leading the blind.
Right.
That was such a great day.
Oh.
I told him we're gonna have to do that again and try getting it on camera somehow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how we're gonna video record us going to the casino because you're not supposed to record in there, but I'm gonna figure out a way to put my cell phone on my chest or something. We'll rig that thing up. Here, let's go.
If you don't have a visual recording, they can hear it audio, like record the audio, like you have it like under your shirt. Recording.
It depends on the place. I mean, you can always reach out to the owner and be like, I only made this video. Am I allowed to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
well, that's the unfortunate part is
that you're promoting their company.
Yeah, but the unfortunate part is not only do you have to have permission from the company, but in order to actually film, you're supposed to get the permission of anybody that you get on camera.
That's true.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and you know, that's one reason a lot of businesses don't allow you to go through with cameras is because one, you'd have to ask every one of their employees, the management, the owners, and then the fact that you might be able to catch something that they don't want you to on camera, and then all the people that are customers that are there are going to feel like their privacy is infringed because now you're in there with a camera. You didn't ask them, hey, can I film you while I'm walking through the store? Or just so you're aware, the store's got me doing this for them or whatever. You're always supposed to get permission. Like, even for instance, in some cases I've heard like collaborations like this, I would have to go, hey, do you two mind if I have you in a live stream? And oh, by the way, can I have your permission to repurpose this video and reuse it?
Right.
And they want people to do that because I won't have your permission now to be sitting here live and be on the channel.
Right, but not if you wanted to
somebody else, I could take this video and then splice it up and turn around and make it into something where it makes you look bad or something like that, and that would be cool. And then that brings you into like legal actions and stuff like that, and
Yeah, I noticed I happen a lot to the channel Healthy Junk Food that they either be checked out of place or they be yelled at because they be trying to record, and they'd find out the hard way that they didn't have permission to record it.
Yeah, and a lot of them are like restaurants or grocery stores, like you said. But they wouldn't even. I don't know their channel. I don't know. Like, I don't know them personally.
Yeah, I wouldn't make an assumption.
So I don't know how they went about trying to get permission, but obviously somebody wasn't okay with it. So they're getting kicked out.
Yep. Yeah, you usually go to the store manager and ask them, and then if you can't get a hold of the store manager, you should go to the owner.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
You get to them anyway.
Yeah, we have to research that everyone do music part because I don't know if that same will apply or not.
Yeah,
because I was actually thinking about doing stuff like that for some of my videos, to where, like, I wanted to actually go out and show. You want to see how many of these businesses out here today violate the Americans with Disability Act?
Oh my God, there'd be so many. How many
of them do not follow the law.
Yeah.
And that was one thing I considered doing, because granted, I should technically get their permission, but at the same time, if you give them that pre-warning,
you're gonna have to set up your list up.
Right. They're gonna be like, oh well, sure, we know you're a blind guy and you're gonna film, so now we're gonna make sure we got a customer service rep right there with you. Hey, you need help?
Oh my gosh, remember the Fridays? That was a horrendous experience.
Oh my God, just going to the grocery store and asking for help. You're like, oh, it's in aisle 5. I'm like, okay, but can you just
see the white cane in my hand?
Well, I mean, sometimes I don't use a cane during the day, but it's like, I'm telling you I want help because I'm visually impaired. And it's not going there like, oh, I need to actually guide them. No, I'm just going to point to an area and say, go find it yourself.
And then start laughing when you got it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
But then I just wonder why so many people are just buying things online. It's easier.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's why I do a lot of my stuff I can do online. I do it online if I can, just because of that simple fact.
Right.
That, and on top of it, it seems like, okay, I want something, I'll go to the store, and you would expect them to have it, and then they don't. Oh no, we don't have that. We're out of stock. Or order it online and we'll have it shipped to you.
Or even better, when you're reconstructing or reformatting store and you have memorized where time is, and you're like,
and everything's moved around.
It's not there.
Yeah. Oh, how I hate that. It's like, it makes me think of like my family, because like I was saying before, my mom, my grandmothers, here, we're going to rearrange the house today. We're not going to tell you to put anything. Why? Because you'll learn where it is, won't you?
That's just our family. Like, we'll do us at the table, or they'll make somebody like, where is it? It's not in the spot. Oh, it's right here. Okay, why can't you put it back in the spot we had it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think they don't realize, like, that's not something they consider. Like, okay, I grabbed it from this one shelf. This is where it has to go back. Oh, look, there's an empty area right there beneath it. Oh, just put it there.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll stay around like, it's not out, it's right there.
Again, we're gonna blindfold you and see if you can find
answer.
Because that's the best way to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Because people just assume you have vision or you don't.
Right, there's no
that you see nothing.
That's why I can't wait
you and then you can't see
how to get that fake GoPro set up to simulate eyesight. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Right here, this is a little bit of what some of us go through.
But they have the simulation goggle to show what you experience when you're drunk, and
Oh, that was not a class.
Learn them time.
but I don't know. I feel like it would provide some perspective.
I love that I was forced to try it, and then I had to get a pass to explain why I couldn't attend any classes afterwards for the rest of the day.
You just gave me one hell of a headache making me put them there goggles on. Did you forget I'm visually impaired?
Oh, you're fine overall. 2 periods later and still on the walls. Yeah, the sucker's not wearing all. You screwed me over.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I said, it's like you do it and you do the consequences, or you don't do it and you get enough. Really accessible and accommodating. You know?
They're public high school for you.
No, that was college.
Okay, any institution. I take it back.
Oh, yeah, that was my advanced health class for honors.
Yeah, I take it back. I guess it's for any educational institution unless it's a special school designed for those with disability, because then they're actually trained on how to deal with people like us.
Agreed.
Yeah, it sounds like my high school. Mm-hmm. I went from one town in Grand Rapids, or went to one high school in Grand Rapids, and they put me in regular ed, and
Right.
I'd always been in special ed prior to that because of the RP, and
Right.
I went to that school for all of like 6 months, and then I transferred to a different district, and when I got there, they put me back into special ed, and that's when I got really put into special ed, because it was everybody with every different type of disability in one classroom.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's like, all right, you're all disabled. We're gonna lump you all together, even though it's all different.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in our schooling, it was you were put in special ed, you're put in regular classes, but you weren't really get any of your accommodations, and you weren't even allowed to consider any level above that, like gifted or honors, because if you were that intelligent, then clearly you're not disabled.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems messed up. It seems like they'd be able to set up things a little bit more specific for us.
Yeah. Well, I remember, like, what, elementary school?
Mm-hmm.
It was different because we lived in Silver Spring, Maryland. And it seemed like that was her best schooling because of the fact it was her schooling, but they knew how to deal with people with disabilities.
Right.
Well, again, too, a lot of people that live in that county in Montgomery County are rich, so their school probably could pay to have specially trained teachers come in to the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine if we'd done all our schooling there?
I know. The crazy thing is that was so long ago. I can only imagine how much more expensive it is to live there.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we got to move. We couldn't afford it.
All right, let's see here. Oh, it's going on 10:30. All right.
Just keep going.
Time's flying.
Yeah, there's no comments, so maybe just us three.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't care. I'm having fun.
Agreed.
Yep. Let's see, what do we have on here? On mine, it says there's one viewer. Can you guess who that one viewer is?
Is it Sean?
No.
No?
Me.
Oh. That was a trick question.
No, I was looking at his phone comments, so.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised because usually it would say 0 unless somebody was in here, but It says that I'm viewing. I'm watching my
Alright.
own stream. Ain't that cool? Don't know how that's possible, but alright. I
I guess 'cause
could
you're running
technically
it?
watch it in another I could have it in another tab, but I'm not watching it in another tab.
No.
That'd make me run really slow, and the lag that we already have for that little, like, few millisecond delay would be a lot longer.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you have an ancient computer.
Oh,
Surprised it runs at all.
and now it sounds all, like, broken and distorted. Way to go, I broke it!
Those
No!
are
Oh, no, I can hear you pretty good now that time.
Why you gotta blame me?
your older sister. You always get blamed.
Alright, right. I suppose we can wrap this up.
Do you have
Alright.
any other questions?
Yes, I have one more set of quick questions for you. And that would be, if you could give advice to a new YouTuber or somebody that is considering getting into making videos, what kind of advice would you give them?
Wow.
I'm not sure.
I know, put you on the spot, huh?
I don't know. It's cool. I was trying to figure out how I want to answer it because my mind went in like 100 different directions. Yeah, a little bit. But I'm good. I think my advice would be, and it would help me, is don't doubt yourself. Don't push it off. Just dive right into it. Learn as you go. Always do more research and learn from other YouTubers. Like I said, like I'm doing it a month and I'm still learning things all the time. But it took me 2 years of just like putting it off, thinking, feel better about how I see myself, then I'll do it. And then 2 years passed and I missed do it then. So
Yeah, I'm good now. That's all that counts.
yeah, but the first couple of weeks getting into it, you still kind of doubt yourself because you don't know what you're doing and you're like, is this good enough?
Mm-hmm.
But, if you keep growing and then you reflect and you see, okay, this is where I started and then this is where I am now, like, look how much progress I made.
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely something you will learn over time and be able to improve on.
Yeah, it's funny. I always keep seeing myself say this in video, like in other streams. It's like, enjoy the journey because it's not going to happen overnight that you're instantly going to become an expert at doing it.
Nope, that is for sure. I've been doing YouTube now for 8 years, and it took me 8 years before I finally really sat in front of the camera. And I've been in total, I've been doing videos for 20 years.
Jeez.
I started it in high school and I've continued, and it took me a lot of those years to build up the confidence, thanks to support from friends like you that are here to support me and give me that extra little bit of support to, hey, get out there, do it. You could do this. And
Yeah, I know, it's funny. Even like right before we're gonna record a video, it's like it's not doubt. It's like a little like I guess like butterflies in your stomach. Like
a little bit of butterflies,
yeah,
nervous.
like your hand, like you were nervous before the stream started. But then after you do it, you're like, yeah, I did it. I'm a rock star.
It was awesome. Yep, great experience. Yep, that's how I was this weekend with people of video. That's how that chat went with the conference. I was not ever expecting. Excuse me. I was never expecting to get into the Zoom conference conference and actually be in a chat, let alone be in there with 45 other people.
Right.
And it was all the attendees that made it in and all the speakers that made it in. So, I had people that were like us who were low in the numbers for channel, and then we had people that were up in the few thousands. And then on top of that, you've got all the speakers who range in the few thousands to tens of thousands and been doing this for a couple years or a few years or however long, so you don't want to sit there and look like a goof and of all the attendees, and you don't want to look like a goof in front of all of the speakers either. So I
Right.
was very nervous at the beginning, just before I got into the live conference, and then Dan and Cassandra made it real easy for me to relax and calm down.
Right,
It
and
only
after the Zoom was over, like you feel, it's like you may feel invincible because you were able to get through it,
Mhm.
and then get through it and come out on top.
Yep. I made it through not only the chat right there at the beginning, but Dan broke us up into groups. So you would have 5 or 6 of us in a group with one of the speakers or a couple of the speakers, and
Oh,
then
nice.
doing Q&A with each of the attendees and the speakers. So then now you're networking with everybody. So it was awesome because it went from being like a standard, "Oh, I might be nervous because I don't know none of these people," to, "Hey, man, I'm in here with friends." That's pretty much how it went, is I'm not here alone, I'm here with friends. Why am I here with friends? Because we're all here for the same reason.
Right,
We all
and it's
learn the same things. May
and
not
it's
per
such
se.
a more positive way to look at it.
Mhm. It's like I met all kinds of awesome people, awesome professionals, awesome creators in general, and then because of that, I've built up my network, and I'm now talking to these speakers and reaching out to them to talk on a more regular basis and professional basis, besides just being a, "Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you help me?"
Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story. So, and I didn't even realize this, but so her name is Cindy, the lady that runs Seeing Blind, and I didn't know she was like this huge YouTuber. Oh, I'm sorry, the Billy Mama too. I didn't realize she was this huge YouTuber and had all these subscribers. But me and her talk a lot all the time on Instagram and stuff. And she put it out there. She wanted to do a collaboration with me. And the whole time, I don't know if she has like 180,000 subscribers. I just happened to look at her channel today and I saw it and I like freaked out.
Yeah, she does a lot of different content. I thought that one where she pranked her husband was hilarious. I love that one. "We're gonna put the door opener here." Watch. Bleep, 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 bleep. Yeah. I love that episode. It was hilarious. Because I could so see my relatives doing something like that to me.
For sure.
I used to be a prankster like that a lot when I was younger, so I could only imagine the payback I would get.
Yeah, I'm known for jump scares, which are fun.
We
That's for
definitely need
people.
comedy that should diffuse a lot.
Hey, I can't help it if you guys hear me sneak up behind you, okay?
You're part ninja. She'll appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I mentally broke the 1 mark 2 years ago.
Yeah, because you did like 10 jump scares in a row. Poor guy never saw it coming.
Hey, I told you, when I'm bored, chaos ensues.
No, when you're bored, you turn into a prankster. Yeah, I feel like when other YouTubers reach out to you and they want to collab with you, it's like
Good sign.
that's cool. I got him doing something right.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. I'm hoping that we will be able to get some more in here with us, because I think it would be beneficial for all of us. You know, we'd be able to meet some more creators that are in like-minded situations with us, and then be able to have more people that we could possibly bounce ideas off of, or just make new friends.
Yeah, and I mean everybody has their own story to tell, so you could learn from their own experiences.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. Because we all experience everything so differently. And then on top of it, you have the different eye conditions that we all have that may even be the same thing, but it might be a different variant, or it could even be the same variant, but still have a different reaction to it.
Right, and I mean everybody has their own personality too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, have you I was trying to think what I can ask. Have you checked the group to see if any new people have joined?
I know Videla's in there with us because I seen that you invited her.
Yes.
And then there was another one. I'm trying to remember the name.
I put you on the spot. But that's cool. People are joining it.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Fresh blood. It sounded better in my head. It sounded cooler. Oh well. I'm gonna go with it.
Megan Brooke White.
Ooh, I don't know who that is. Do you recognize the name?
Nope. Nope. No idea.
That's cool.
I'm thinking it must be either maybe a mutual friend of Vidal's, or maybe just somebody in the community.
Or both.
Yeah, or both.
Yep, definitely awesome. I know we'll get more in there. Like a Dega that was in here the other night. I know he was planning on joining, but I gotta tag him in a post so he can find out how to get there.
Okay. You should tag him in the video that you made explaining what the group is for. I think that was a really good video.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it explained, your intention and what we're going to use it for, but in a very direct, easy way to understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I figured you girls and a Dega that gave us 4 in there, and then I figured I would wait for a minute, and then we would, as a team, figure out who we wanted for maybe another one or a couple more. Because I don't want to get too big of a group. Because like Roberto was saying, once you start getting a whole crap ton of people in there, it makes it a lot harder. And the smaller our group like that, the easier it is for us to bounce ideas off of each other, get feedback.
That's true. Can you imagine if the group is huge and you're trying to get advice on something and then you have 100 notifications?
Right.
Overload. Information overload.
Mm-hmm.
Can't compute.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I've been sitting here doing these presentations and taking so many notes. It's like there's just so much info, and then some of them they say some of the same things, so it's like make sure they're separated far enough. Don't get them blended together.
Well, I mean, if they say the same thing, then it's repetitive and it gets stuck in your head.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's a lot of repetitiveness. That is for sure.
Oh yeah.
Who knows? Maybe I can talk to Dan.
Talk to who?
Dan.
Oh,
Let's see
get
if
his
we.
input on something.
Uh-huh.
It's a secret.
Well, I was thinking more along the lines of, well, actually, I won't say it on here. I'll message you. That way, it's not on the video.
Ew, it's a surprise.
But yeah.
But that's really cool that you were able to make that connection because of the presentation.
Yes, it was so awesome, and I'm hoping that maybe, depending on how things go, maybe we'll have a little nice group that might be able to go. It would be kind of cool. Like here, we're already having the content creators conference. Now, could you imagine if you had a crew of blind content creators show up? Like,
And then take it over by storm.
but like, look, the blind crew's here. Y'all thought it was going to be just you sighted people, huh?
Can you tell me what the thing is called again? And we'll look it up.
People of video. If you go to peopleofvideoonline.com, that is the actual website for the conference. And
okay.
got a couple of preview videos and stuff on there, and it's got the list of stuff that's for sale, like the replays and all that good stuff.
Put it in Google.
Yeah, like what is it? There's the POV Society, and the POV Society is a networking group where we're going to be doing a conference call once a month on Zoom now.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
And it will be all of us attendees with the various speakers who are there and different speakers. And we will have the opportunity to network with them and other creators. And then we'll also have a special Facebook group for the same thing. That way, in between the monthly conference meeting, we'll be able to chat on Facebook directly.
That sounds cool.
And then they've got the POV replays, which is all the presentations. And
yeah, I'll be able to find it. I'll look at it when we're done because I'll be distracted.
Yeah, if you want, I'll send you a link to it. That way it'll make it easier for you.
But I already found it.
Oh, all right.
I was trying to show it to you on my phone, but I don't think I did a good job.
Oh, sorry.
Precious.
But yeah, there's just so much there. It's unbelievable. And now I got my ticket for next year, so I've got all of this year's replays for a year, and then next year when I go, I'll have all the replays for that one for a year too.
Wow. And you just keep building and building on top of what you've already gained.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I'm really looking forward to it because it was nice just chatting with everybody, but next year I want to meet them all.
Well, I mean, the other thing too is now that you've already attended it once, next year you're going to know what to expect.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. And well, kind of. I'll kind of know what to expect because this year being virtual, it was, but it wasn't what we were expecting. You know, because if we were to be in person, it's going to be a lot more different. You're going to actually be able to interact and everything with everybody there rather than like our live stream where, you know, here, we could talk to you through the camera, but I've also got 40 other people here with me asking questions and wanting info and everything else. Whereas when you're actually at the convention, you can have a small group, 4 or 5 people there, and might have somebody come up to you.
Yeah. Do you think if you were there in person that you would have been more nervous, or do you think it would have been easier?
I think I would have been a little bit more nervous than I was this year, just because of it being on camera. But I know next year I'm pretty nervous already, and it ain't even next year. But that's because I've got to become more confident in myself to be able to travel by plane alone. Because I put it out on my Facebook the other day. I'm looking for somebody that might want to go with me, but I don't know if I can afford to pay for a plane ticket and a ticket to the event on top of it just to have somebody go with me.
Because I mean, it all depends on where if you're flying directly. So I wonder if it would still be held in New York. But I mean, we'll just use that as an example. So if you're flying into where you would meet the person going with you, or flying directly into New York.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously that would affect the price of the ticket.
Yep. Because it's like, I know if we do a plane ticket as visually impaired and you have somebody go with you, they do have some instances where they give you like a companion's discount.
Right.
But how much is the actual discount gonna be able to save you?
Yeah, I think when we used it to go out to visit our sister in Montana, I think that's how she did it, because she had up the ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if it made a difference or not. But I mean, it made it easier going through security and, getting assistance going through security and boarding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely one thing I thought of that would be a benefit if I went alone is you tell the airline before you get there you're going to need assistance. That means they're going to have one of their workers rush you through because they don't have time to sit there in the lines.
No, so you don't go through security at all. There's like a special area, or there's like a special line that you get to go through with the attendee helping you.
Nice. See, I could handle that.
Have you ever been on a plane?
Oh, yeah, I've been on a plane. I've just never flown alone.
Oh.
I've always, like when I was in the clinical trials for RP, I went down to Texas and I either had a family friend with me or my last couple times my mom went with me.
Well, Nick, you've traveled by yourself. Because I know every time I go anywhere, I go with her, but you've actually gone on trains and buses by yourself.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Some are good and some are bad.
Yeah, I know my first experience on a bus was bad.
I think on the company and how much assistance that you get from them.
Well, it depends more on the location.
You think so?
Well, yeah, I mean, when I've been coming back from Philadelphia, the assistance are not really good, but leaving Baltimore, you're pretty much on your own. Yeah, that's part of your ticket, is paying for this accommodation.
So you feel like you got less help coming back to Baltimore or going into Philly?
Both. Like, leaving Baltimore, and then when you arrive in Baltimore for Greyhound, you're pretty much on your own. But then the same is with the train, but when you're coming from like New York or Philly, it's like a whole different experience.
Mm-hmm.
You said Philadelphia, speaking of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. My brain is so random sometimes.
And that's the other thing that's annoying is that my friend had stationed for Greyhound that was closer to home, But I couldn't take it because there was no rug test, so there would have been nothing to help me when I got there.
And Red Cap is the person to have from Amtrak to help you.
Well, Red Cap, sorry, I got mixed up. Red Caps are for we take the train, so Amtrak. And then usually with Greyhound, it's usually the drivers that assist you on the bus.
Yeah.
But again, when it comes to Greyhound, it all depends on the driver. Some drivers were really nice and walked us from the bus all the way to our station, or not bus, and others were like, "Okay, you're off the bus, bye."
Yup.
I
experienced my first time, and that's one reason I really haven't traveled per se alone, is because I had that one real bad experience going out west on bus, and it's like, yeah, no, I don't feel like doing that again. I got put into quite a mood.
I bet.
Yeah, because it's frustrating, it's overwhelming.
It's stressful.
Oh yeah, it's beyond stressful.
Area that you're not familiar with, and you can't see on top of it. So how are you supposed to navigate where you're going?
If you have bad anxiety, you're gonna have to hold anxiety shots before you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or something. Better have something for some kind of system that's set up. Because if you don't, you're gonna be angry.
Well, and I feel like that's why for me, I've gotten to a point where I'm not afraid to go up to somebody that I think will be willing to help me and ask for help. Because we took the bus up to New York City to see a play, and even though our friend with us was sighted, he was so afraid to ask anybody for help. And, we didn't know where we were. We didn't know where we were going. I'm like, I'm not ashamed to ask a random stranger, can you give us directions? Because then we're going to get more lost trying to figure it out on our own.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's the thing with New York. Like, you tell me get lost, they're like, oh, it's just a giant square. You shouldn't have any trouble. Yeah, you can see the street signs. It's easy to follow.
Yes, it's a square. Yes, it's numbered. But that's a visual cue.
Right.
You take that away, you're going to get lost. And we did.
That's my thing is that I'm nervous about is it's like, okay, I know I can have no issue with getting on a plane and getting there. It's once I get there and go to leave the airport, am I going to have an issue getting out of the airport? Once I get out of the airport, am I going to have any issues with people outside of the airport? Am I going to be able to easily be able to find a cab or whatever to get to the hotel? And then am I going to have any issues once I get to the hotel? And is there going to be anybody per se for a content creator there that might be able to help me?
Right.
And if not, then I have to figure out my own little way to do things. Because that was one thing I was thinking about the other night. It's like, okay, I make it out there. How am I going to take notes? Because I don't want to try to do a voice recording for note, because you're going to have them trying to speak, and then you're going to have everybody else there around you trying to hear. So it's like, you don't want to sit here, hey, I'm trying to Roberto said that you need to do this, and this, as everybody's over here going, will you shut the hell up?
Yeah. Well,
we're over here trying to hear.
I have a feeling of going someplace new and having that fear of, being lost or not finding a place. So when I do a LARP, I just new, I'll usually reach out to you and be like, hey, I'm getting dropped off at the station. Can someone pick me up? I'll give you gas money. At least then you're with someone you know or you met, so it's not as bad as, being completely alone.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking I might hit up one of the attendees to see if who might be able to meet me when we go next year, or
Right.
maybe if the speakers might be willing to help me next year.
I wonder if maybe like
I know
yeah,
I told Dan that earlier when I sent him my message. It's like, I know I'm coming. I know I've
right,
got a big hurdle to accomplish with this, but I know I can do it. It's just a matter of doing it.
right.
It's
And a lot
nerve.
of times, a lot of times, you'll have someone help you at the train or airports, where it'll be like, "Hey, you're going to this convention. Here's the shuttles that will take you to your hotel."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the thing I was gonna say is that an application that me and Nicole discovered a couple months ago when we went to a low vision specialist.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an app that's called IRA, AIRA,
Oh,
and
you were telling me about that.
it's similar to Be My Eyes, but I've never used Be My Eyes for like directions, but we used IRA because we were trying to get to a food pantry,
Mm-hmm.
and the only annoying thing is that you have to like keep calling it in because you only get 5 minutes for it free. Otherwise, you have to pay for it. But
wow.
it really seemed like it was so much detail that there's like a sighted person walking next to you.
Wow.
Yeah, we need to use that more often.
Yeah, like she was saying like where there was cracks in the sidewalk, where the cross, when it was safe to cross. I was impressed.
Nice.
Because, I mean, you're trying to get somewhere and you think, okay, Google's telling you this is where to go, but unless you can read a map or even see it, how do you know if you're going in the right direction?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Not also being told when it's safe to cross when you're crossing streets that aren't really made for walking on.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, because we're like, okay, this food pantry is on the other side of where the post office is. We know the post office is. There's no food pantry.
Mm-hmm.
It was literally on the other side of the next street. No, I mean, like, it was something that simple that we had not been able to figure out because
You couldn't see
we
it.
couldn't see the map.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We probably could have figured it out eventually. 6 hours later.
Yeah, we got out there and it was closed. That's the funniest part. We did it for nothing.
Well, daywalkers don't get up before 11. So.
You mean you?
Have you ever watched South Park? That's a South Park reference. So
Mm-hmm.
if you have freckles and you have fair skin.
But no red hair.
You killed Kenny.
Huh?
You killed Kenny, man.
The show that's still running.
One of
I
my
think.
famous lines because of my uncle. That's his name, so you know.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, we have fun at his expense quite a bit.
How
In
can
fact,
you not?
you will probably hear that in the interview with my cousin Jeff because yeah,
What a hit.
we do an adult comedy kind of skit
Sure.
that is highly offensive. So some of it will actually be getting put onto YouTube, but there's going to be a lot of it that I will not be putting on YouTube just because of the way that we tend to go sometimes. Because we wanted to be that dynamic duo that try to push the limit.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
And some of it might not be appropriate for YouTube.
We love George Carlin, if that says anything.
Oh God.
George Carlin, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. Yeah. We like them old school comedians who ain't afraid of nothing.
Yeah.
They tell it like it is, so that's how we do it, but that doesn't meet, standard. So some of it will be able to air online and some of it won't.
No, I was wondering if your uncle had a red hoodie.
Oh, Kenny?
Yeah.
Ironically, he does have one, but he doesn't wear it.
No, you're gonna go and wear it.
Yeah, trust me, I'm gonna try. I've been trying for a while. 'Cause it's like, you know how hilarious it would be if we could get just a couple people to gather together, everybody wear their own little costume to go along with it. It'd be perfect.
Yeah.
They'd be like, hey, check it out, the Michigan version of South Park.
Wait, who would you be?
That's hard.
Butters.
Oh, God. Butter's a wimp.
You're one of the fan favorites.
I think I'd have to go with Towley.
Oh yeah. Don't forget your towel.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I haven't watched South Park in a really long time. It is funny though.
My authority.
Oh.
Final episode.
Cartman. Good old Cartman.
I mean, some of the episodes are funny, but then they're like dark and morbid.
Yes, that is for sure.
But I know I gotta give respect to the writer. Like they're not afraid to push the envelope.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is for sure. They definitely come up with some very interesting content sometimes. To say the least. But I suppose it is going on after 11, and we want to keep this kind of replayable for our viewers. And I was actually thinking, seeing how the way that we did this, would you mind if I repurposed this content?
No, go for it.
Okay, because I have an idea. Of course, I ain't going to just post it. I will post it into our mastermind group first.
Okay.
But
what's your idea?
I'll post it in the group. Don't worry.
I'm curious. No, I'm curious. You could have just not done anything.
She's horrible with surprises.
Yeah.
Well,
like tell me now.
How about this? I will
Ooh.
end the stream a minute, and then I will hit you up on Facebook.
Okay.
That's good.
Sounds like a plan?
I had a notification go off and I had on vibrate so it wouldn't like make a sound during the video.
January 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I had it underneath me.
Oop.
Like, ooh.
It's another person joining our tribute team.
Isn't it capped at 10?
We're getting close. We're at 8 now.
All right.
Well, thanks for having me on here. It was fun.
Oh yes, thank you for joining us. And would you mind letting us know where we might be able to send the viewers to find your content and to find you?
So the YouTube channel is divided by site. You can find me on Facebook by searching my name, which is Lauren Adele Wheatley. And I think the other good one I'll put is Instagram because I'm on there a lot. And it's Lauren Adele 1987.
Alrighty. And I will actually add these into the description here in a little bit, so it will be on there as well.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. That way it'll make it a little bit easier for the viewers to be able to see.
Right. Like I have Twitter, but I don't really use it.
I've got Twitter myself, but I don't use it. I've tried deactivating my account and it has failed to deactivate, so it's still there.
They're saying don't leave us.
You're here.
It's just stayed there. It's like we're having errors, but you know, oh well. I might end up starting using it here in the near future anyway, if I can figure it out. That's another thing we'll talk about on the
I mean, I'll respond. It's the channel name divided by site.
Okay. Awesome. I have to remember what mine is. It's been so long. I'm serious. I've had that Twitter account now for a few years, and I've tried a couple different few times to get it deactivated, and it ain't worked. I don't know what it is, but their website does not like my computer in trying to deactivate.
Aw.
But that's all right. That's all right, because after this past weekend and everything I've learned, I might end up using it anyway.
Right. So you only use Facebook?
Yeah, at the moment, I only use Facebook and YouTube.
And that's fine. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's better than me using all these other different platforms and then not really using them.
Yeah, and
I told you.
That's one thing is I'm going to try broadening a little bit more, but I'm going to try making it to where it's easily being able to be done rather than how I've been doing it in the past, because it's just so much.
What do you mean? Keep up with all the different platforms?
Yeah. All the different platforms, different groups. You know, I've got 9 different pages on Facebook.
Wow.
And that's just pages. Then you've got the groups on top of it. Now you've got 3 different YouTube channels on top of that.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's a little bit overwhelming. That's why this week I haven't been so much doing the content creation thing. I've been focusing on doing the small improvements like was suggested.
Right. It's like you need your own little personal assistant.
Yes, I do. Really? Yes, you are a team member, so that would work.
I like how we keep repurposing her duties.
Hey, I'm just saying, you're a team member, so it would work.
He's not wrong.
I mean, yeah, if you want
to there we go, Lauren. We got a personal assistant.
I mean, yeah, I do have a certificate for a virtual assistant, so if you need anything, just send me a text or message.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Nikki. It's deeply appreciated. And I've already got something in mind for you guys that's a surprise.
Oh.
What did you just say? Stop saying surprise.
Surprise!
Watch. She only texts me every 5 minutes. What's the surprise? What's a surprise? Tell me.
I'm not that bad.
You are that bad.
That's like a smidge of that.
I'm your twin. I know how bad you are.
Why are you putting it out there like that?
Yeah, I'm not your sister.
Just saying like I'm impatient.
No.
Wow, she gotta think about it. Damn.
That's funny. But all right. Thank you guys for coming on to the stream tonight. It was an awesome time.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yes, we will have to do this again in the future. Hopefully we'll get more on here with us.
I mean, that's the plan.
And then
we'll be able to tutor the world. I mean, what?
Wow, your mind went there.
When 11:07.
Hey, gotta watch
it. Are you still here? Oh,
where'd you go?
Talk to his mom.
Oh, wow. Sorry I missed you there, Just Samson. I will give you a shout out on the next one since it's not showing me you here anymore. Sorry I missed you, brother.
I missed it. What happened?
Oh, we had a mutual friend come in and posted a minute ago, and I didn't realize.
Oh, I see it now. Sorry about that.
It's no biggie. I'll get him in the morning or here in a minute anyway on the Slack channel because he's one of my friends from Pat Flynn.
Oh, cool.
Yep. So
Yeah, I'm a night owl. I'll be up for a while.
just Samson, how you doing, brother? Thank you for stopping by and showing some love. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wished we could have had you here a little bit earlier.
I know, right?
Come
but
back to
it's all right. Better late than never, right?
True. I mean, he can go back and rewatch the video.
Right.
Yes, yes. You might actually find a couple little bit of tidbits in there that are hilarious. Maybe.
Yeah, I had it put on the side and like, there's Missouri, no really comedy. I'll have to keep watching. And of course, last few minutes. Damn, we're
Laughter.
here.
Well, you know, that's the fun thing about gaining the new experiences and
Yeah.
trying new things out and everything. Because you know, this is what our 4th overall live stream.
Pretty much.
2 past and now live stream yesterday and now live stream today. So yeah, we're getting there. There's only going up. That's all there is to it.
Sure.
Yeah, like I said earlier, all you can do is, grow and move forward.
Mm-hmm. Just Samson. Maybe you'd want to do collaboration. Come on, share a little bit about your channel, maybe. Just throwing it out there, buddy.
Wink, wink.
Do it.
Because I'm opening it up to everybody. I don't care if it's blind or sighted. I feel it's a good way not only to make new friends, but to grow the community in share interests.
Okay. So he said that he just now joined because he was helping someone else with her streaming.
Oh,
See, he sounds like you, wanting to help everybody out.
yep. Yeah. That's the wonderful thing about just Samson and the quarantine crew from Pat Flynn is they're awesome people. They are more than willing to help me out on the live streams and then inside of our new group that I'm in there. It's deeply appreciated because it's not usual for me to get that kind of assistance.
Right. Santon said that that he's good for a collab. Just hook him up. Like, you just need to talk to him about it.
Reach out to him.
Yep.
Oh, awesome. I will definitely do that.
Wink, neck.
Yep.
Probably hit you up in the Slack channel. Probably be the easiest, Sam.
And I heard something, I don't know what it stands for.
Samson.
Hashtag BRUH.
Bro.
Brah.
Oh,
Heck
Rohan?
yeah, bruh. Pat Flynn has a podcaster or roadcaster thing that does sound effects and control board. And
cool.
that's one of Pat's things is he'll hit that sound effects. Brah.
That's cool.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. In fact, I don't know. I wanted to try something real quick. Seeing how I've got you here, hopefully it's not going to be too loud. But I wanted to see if it would work because if it will, I have a way for us to do the intros instead of just showing up on screen like we did, you know. And where is it?
I mean, the only way you learn how to do new things like this is trial and error.
Yep.
Is there like a thing in settings for sound effects? Like audio?
Well, that's the thing is I've got it on my phone hooked into the mixer.
Mm-hmm.
so I wasn't sure if it would actually go through from my phone.
You could try.
I'm not hearing anything. Do you hear anything? I don't
No.
hear anything. So
Yeah, Jess Sanson were sweet roots.
I heard something.
Yeah, I heard all the sound.
yeah, I unplugged it for a second to see if
Work, dang you. Work.
Keep my bidding.
it would be nice if it would, because that would have been awesome to be able.
To have like a sound effect?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Well, trial and error, trial and error.
Sure.
All right.
Work for me.
Well, it's like I was saying earlier. I managed to figure out how to get it so I can do phone calls live, and I had to figure that out on my own too, because people don't know how to do tutorials. How hard is it? Really? How hard is it to give detailed instruction? It's not that hard, in my opinion.
It's very hard.
Like right now, I might not be able to see everything the best, but I could sit here and tell you, okay, to do StreamYard, you're going to log in, you're going to go up to the top,
Well,
and you're
you
going
did
to click the button, and then you're going to go into the studio, and then you're going to click on this big red button over on the right-hand side, or, well, it's blue button before you start, but it's big red button after you start.
Yeah, I don't like YouTube videos where they're doing either a review or it's some type of tutorial, and it's just music playing.
I hate that for recipes.
Like, I can't see what you're showing. Please have some audio. Like, say something. No, look at the text on the screen. You'll figure it out. Like, no. Okay, I'm just gonna go to another video because this is not helpful.
Agreed.
Uh-huh. That's what I was doing earlier. Okay, 20 videos. 20 videos to find an answer. And it's like, I'm not finding a damn thing here. All you do is keep showing me, oh, plug this cord here, plug this cord here. You're not telling me what the cord is, and you're not telling me what you're plugging it into. You're just, here, plug it here, do this, do that.
Yeah. Or even like which way to have the plug going in, like, because there could be two different ends to it.
And that was and that's one thing that I had to do today is I had it plugged into the input because I figured it's going from my cell phone into a mixer. It would have to go to the input, right? Wrong. I actually have to have 3 cords hooked up right now in order for me to use my phone and to be able to hear you.
Huh.
I have 1 cord goes from the audio out from the mixer, and it has an RCA to a 3.5 regular headphone jack.
Okay.
That headphone
jack. Good computer?
Oh no, the computer's plugged right into the back of the mixer.
Oh, I don't know.
And I have another cord that are the big like guitar cable jacks.
Okay.
Those are hooked up into a line in area. And then those 2 cords are actually hooked into a splitter. The out is going to the in on the phone, and then the in on the mixer that should have been going from the out of the phone is actually going to the in of the out of the splitter. So
oh, so complicated.
Yeah.
You lost.
I got it. I'm wondering how you can figure out.
The splitter has 2 ends. One side is marked microphone, the other side is marked headphones. And then in order to make everything work, you have to go from in to out and out to in, instead of out to out and in to in.
Why thicker?
Makes
There
a
is-
whole lot of sense, don't it?
No.
Yeah, it does.
And then on top of it, I've got my computer hooked up on the microphone or on the headphone jack into another input onto the mixer so I can hear you. Otherwise, it was last time and it kept on putting the audio through the computer.
Yeah, I would have cried.
Yeah.
I'm
sitting here and it's like I'm listening to people of video and screwing around with tech, trying to get everything to work right because I want to make it as easy as possible for us and as good a quality as possible for us.
Yeah, I was so happy. I recently got an Amazon Fire Stick remote for my TV. Well, a Fire Stick with a remote. I was so happy. It was like the device that you hook into your TV, and then the power cord adapter you plug in the device. That's all it was. And I was like, cool. I can do this. I don't need direction. And I did it. I was so happy.
Yeah, you must broke too.
Hey, Samson, can you do me a favor real quick? Can you let me know if my video quality looks okay? Am I too dark or too bright on your end by chance?
I think your screen is definitely darker than mine.
Yeah, I feel like I'm extra dark over here, but I'm also wearing this black hoodie for my other channel too, so it's like I see my skin tone, but I can't really tell how bright or how dark it is. Like on your end, you guys look awesome. It's bright screen.
I know, and the lighting in my room is terrible. That's
Yeah.
funny.
So, Just Samson said you're too backlit.
Too backlit? All right. I will definitely work on improving that for the next time. Thank you.
Yeah, like I can tell like your screen is darker than Lauren's, and that's what you mean by that.
Yeah, what does that mean? The backlit.
Backlit is it means that the light is behind me more than it is in front of me. Where
Well, that makes sense. I have an overhead light on.
now, see, if I sit back here like this, you can tell that there's a lot more light on me compared to being here.
Huh.
And he also wants to know what your camera setting is.
I'm actually using. Oh, sorry again. Didn't mean to bump the microphone. I'm actually using my laptop webcam, which is built in, so it is very, very, very crappy. That's why I've been asking Pat the live stream about getting into a DSLR or something like that because I want to upgrade so my quality isn't crappy. I know there's supposed to be a way to be able to do my phone, possibly, if I remember correct, on here as well, but I haven't attempted it yet. Which, Lauren, I want to try doing on yours as well one of these days.
And is it a Mac or PC?
PC. I know that.
PC. Yep, I'm PC.
What do you pay hooking up the phone to the computer? You mean doing it mobile?
Yeah. I know that I've seen a couple tutorials that you're supposed to be able to do mobile on here with your iPhone.
Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know you could. Because at one time, I think it was the first stream.
First stream I started.
I was trying to get Streamlabs on my phone and it wouldn't work. I didn't have any audio, even though I had everything selected.
What kind of iPhone is it again? What model?
It's right now it's an iPhone 8 Plus, but I'm getting 11.
Okay. I have to look at the notification here on StreamYard again, but there is a thing in there. It gives a quick little description about certain iPhones do have a little bit of difficulty, but I don't remember if it was Dan or D that did the video, but they actually talked about how you can live stream from the iPhone. The trick is
an Android.
the trick is you have to have it on desktop mode instead of just in a Safari and using the mobile version. You'd have to go into Safari and then turn Safari into the desktop mode and then go to StreamYard, and you should be able to go mobile.
Yeah, and Jess Sanson says that a lot of his guests use an iPad. So if you're at a phone, it'd be that far stretch.
No, I just had to figure out how to do that thing that you said, of going into Safari and turning on desktop mode. Let's see this.
Yeah. Yeah, I need to upgrade my phone, but I prefer to go and store in ahead, so I just like buy online. That probably sounds weird, right?
What's that?
Because I've never used iPhone, so I don't know. But I would assume it'd be like a regular browser where when you open it up that you have the 3 little buttons in the top right-hand corner for your menu.
Give me 1 second.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't know about the iPhone, but if it's anything like it is on the regular stuff for like Facebook or YouTube, and you got the 3 little dots on the top of the page.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but I'm not seeing that. Let me actually go and stream.
So, Andrew, Jess Sanson said that you need, for front light, your computer camera is bumping up the ISO and you're getting grainy. Way too much grain. You can fix this by bumping the light up.
Yeah. I'd have to get another light to put on me, because this thing here is just like a really, really crappy webcam.
Let's take your hold.
No.
The computer's a dinosaur. Yeah, I'm in Safari, but I don't see where I can go in and put it on desktop mode.
Right, and like you guys said, StreamYard is both for iOS and Android. You just need to figure out how to work it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not seeing that option. Because I know
just play around with it.
I know when D did it with like you said, it was like in the corner.
Yeah.
I will figure it out.
My precious.
It is my precious. So you have everything.
When we get out of the live stream, open up your web browser to the main page and then send me a screenshot. And I'll see if I can notice anything on there I might be able to possibly point out. Be like, hey, maybe that's it there.
Like go to Google?
Hey, that will work.
Yeah, I'm referring to.
Yeah, because I just know that he said that you had to be on the desktop mode.
Right, which is a setting you trigger in Safari, and then it should work.
Yeah, because it does on the website from the mobile version back into the regular desktop version, and then it works.
I mean, I have a laptop that works, and yet I prefer using my phone more. I guess because I just use it for everything.
It's simple. It's so much simpler to hurry up and pull it out and do everything on the phone than it is to sit here and have to screw around and try fighting with the laptop. You know, get the magnifier set up, or move the magnifier around, or turn on narrator, or whatever.
And plus, on my phone, like it's so much quicker to access the accessibility feature, like it being bright enough, it being big enough.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep. Yeah, that's one thing I love about my phone. I can sit here and go just like this. 3 taps and boom, I'm zoomed in. Yeah, that's one thing I'm loving about this new phone is all the added extra accessibility features, because it's like my old one, the same kind of model, just this one's newer.
Right.
And it's like there is so many improvements in the quality of the phone. Extra good camera. There's like an extra 10 features for accessibility.
What kind of phone do you have?
The Samsung J7 Refine.
Oh, okay. So it's an Android?
Yep. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought Android didn't have accessibility on it.
Oh yeah, it's got it. It's just it's not as good. Or well, it's not that it's not as good. It's Samsung has the
I don't know.
accessibility
Uh,
and Samsung and iPhone compete for their accessibility features. But when it comes down to it, Apple might as well be Amazon because they sell just as much crap.
Yeah.
But Apple has a more broad audience that are willing to fork out the big bucks because everything that they do is expensive. They can afford to have that high quality accessibility feature, whereas Android, you've got Samsung who's doing their best to improve and create high usage accessibility features, but they don't have enough people who are sticking with them, in my opinion, to make it as high quality as what Apple is. Because if you've got certain phones for the Android, whether it's like a Galaxy Pixel or the S10 and stuff like that, they all have their own different update rate. Like if you've got the new Galaxy Pixel, that phone is guaranteed to be the first one to get all the latest updates.
Right.
Every other phone by the same company, you'll get your update, but it's going to be like a week or two after the Pixel.
So it's kind of like the most popular brand is getting it first, and then everybody else.
Yeah. Yep. It's the trickle down effect here. We're going to give it to the ones that paid the most amount of money for their phone. And then all you that kind of cheaped out on us and only spent like half the price or 2/3 the price or whatever, we're going to make you wait.
I
How do
mean,
you like now? I'm going to make you wait. You want your update? Tough.
Apple kind of does it too. I think if you have an older model, either it takes more space in your phone to do the update, or even like some of the features you can't access.
Right.
Like Nicole was just saying, she has an iPad Mini 3, and that's like 6 years old. I don't even think you can update it now.
Nope.
But
no,
it still
all I do
works.
is play one game.
It still work.
Oh yeah, I'm saying all I need to work play one game. That's it.
But every time you try to update something, it's like, oh, no, your iOS software is not compatible. They're not going to update it. Basically saying it's too old and they want your money, but...
Hey, all I need for is the games, so I'm good. And I can watch YouTube. So that's all I need for.
Oh, but all right, ladies. I think I should probably get my butt off of here. Otherwise, we're going to have like another 4 or 5 hour stream.
Yeah, because you said you were going to get off like a half an hour ago.
Yeah.
So,
we were going to end the stream a half an hour ago, but when you get the blind community together and then you have another guest show up into the chat unexpectedly, it distracts you and actually helps you create more conversation. So thank you, Samson, for stopping by and chatting with us. It was deeply appreciated.
Yeah, and we got to discuss more things.
right.
Yeah. And I think next time I will try to be a little bit better with keeping on track of the questions and stuff like that. That way, we'll knock the questions out a little bit quicker so we can go into the regular conversation part.
Well, yeah, we derailed and we circled back to the question. That's fine.
Yeah, we did that over the weekend too a little bit, so I should be all right anyway. Dan did the same thing. Here, we're going to talk about. Oh, hey, let's go back to questions for a minute.
Like an hour later.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we had questions?
Yeah. Forgot. Sorry, distracted.
I do that a lot too. Like, you're talking to someone about one thing, and then like it triggers a story, and then you derail in that story, and it's like, well, what was I talking? Oh,
Yup.
What are you talking about? What's that mean? Mind you? Oh,
for the last time, I am not Dory.
No, you're Hermione Granger.
Aw, thank you.
Is that better?
I think you're referring to me on that one, Laura.
Nope, you had me. I win.
Oh, okay.
Hermione.
No, wait, you're Gryffindor. I would fit you. Mine's always Daphne.
Yeah. Hey.
Crap. What is her name? I know it's Lovegood, but I don't remember.
Luna.
Lulu. Yeah, Luna Lovegood. There you go. You
Hey, I'll
got
take
blonde
her.
hair, that works.
People want you crazy.
No, she has a seer. No one really believed in or trusted what she said.
And she wasn't crazy. She had a hidden ability that nobody knew.
Yep. That's why her and Harry were so close, because they both have them same experiences.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, like seeing that their skeleton horse. Well, nobody else can see him because they haven't seen death.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
The Thrustals?
Yeah.
Yes, I said it right.
Yeah, I love Harry Potter series.
Same.
I got the scar right here. Serious. I've got the lightning bolt right here.
Harry Potter.
Mr. Potter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know how I got that, but I have a feeling it's from when one of my cousins was swinging me around by my legs, and he kind of smacked my head into the corner of a deep chest freezer. I think that's how I got that, but I really don't know.
You're kind of rough.
Because it's been there for a very, 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 very long time. Nothing like making myself feel real old, but that's how it feels, because it's been there forever.
No, we already dated ourselves. We had to. They didn't have the internet when we were younger, so
Yeah.
Jess Simpson just left the chat and said, "See you on the AM."
I'll be sleeping.
Oh yeah, definitely, Samson. I will see you bright and early on the Pat Flynn show. Quarantine team Pat Flynn for the win, man. Team Flynn for the win.
I know it's funny. Like I said, Nick will do a live stream every Saturday, and I always try to get up early enough to catch it when it starts.
Yeah, I know the last couple times I missed it. It's like, man, I stayed up too late. And I got up too late. I get in here and there's like maybe 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, I figured it out that it usually starts at either 8 or 9 a.m. and I get up at 11. It's like an hour left. Yep. They're fun now.
Oh yeah.
But then it's interesting because then when Dee will do a live stream, it'll be like at midnight. Like, yay, I'm so awake.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. Yeah, like the other day. Excuse me. It was hilarious because it's like I seen it scheduled and I go into it and it's like 404 error. And it's like, man, what happened?
Oh, the members only one?
No, it was just YouTube being stupid and not wanting to work right away and let him in. So he had a couple different times to get the live stream to actually work.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw he had said he had to try like 3 times to get it to work. That makes sense.
Yeah.
YouTube was being a jerk.
Yep. Yeah, I think they were rubber banding a lot on bandwidth because there's just so many people on, especially live streaming.
Yeah.
You know, all of them, they're big name pros, Dan, B, Nick, and all of these speakers. Ever since the conference this week, they've all been going live.
I mean, what else are you supposed to do in lockdown?
Right.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
have-
I think that was the other thing that kind of pushed me to start because I'm like, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, it's not like we really have anything we can do now. We're stuck in the house, no option. We might have been isolated on our own before because we like staying inside, but now you're even stuck inside against your will.
With your family.
Uh-huh.
It's not like a horror movie.
Yeah. Dun, dun. I actually have a horror theme that does have the Michael Myers piano sound to it.
That's awesome.
It's something I mixed myself. I will actually be sending that to you as a part of the feedback crew here in the next few days because I'm working on a few other pieces.
Cool.
So yeah. Yep. You guys will be getting another little email with some extra music.
Yeah, I'm still wondering how we haven't killed each other yet.
Oh,
It's been like 2 months, right?
Oh yeah.
What day is it?
Today is the 7th and it's a Thursday. It's about to be the 8th and be a Friday.
Yeah. But I was thinking that this morning, I'm like, what day is it?
Oh, I know. I've been doing that myself because it's like, wasn't it yesterday that was Sunday? No, wait, no.
Right?
Days ago, wasn't it? What day is it today? It's Thursday. Oh, crap. I thought it was Tuesday. No. Yeah, those kind of fun experiences. Gotta love it. It's like every day's blending together.
Yeah, I mean, that's how we're all supposed to do with data. It's all one day.
That's about how it feels because it's like, can we be done with this crap yet?
I know.
I want to be able to go out and do stuff.
Everybody
You know,
does.
it is supposed to be spring, right?
And I know they're calling for Maryland to have snow.
Oh, I know. I seen that earlier. They were talking on one of my friends' pages about how you guys over there have a polar vortex over you.
And it's supposed to be spring.
Wow. I thought it was cold over here, and here I am complaining you guys are slightly colder than we are.
Yeah, yesterday it was kind of gross because it was raining and it was cold.
Yeah, well, you guys can keep it because we had enough of that stuff.
No, take it. We won't say no to that.
We'll no, better yet, we'll just send it to somebody else. Who do we want to send it to? DC, I think that works. 540 some, 550 some members of Congress, you know.
We can send it to Seattle. They won't even notice it. It always rains.
Yeah, right.
We'll just say this is a normal day.
Or send to Florida.
That's mean.
It's warm down there. Or, well, warmer than we are anyway.
Can you imagine, like when they actually reopen Disney? Just a horde of people. Like
everybody's gonna be in a panic. Like, we gotta get in there before everybody else, so we can be the first one on the ride.
Yeah, because I feel like, well, they said how they want to reopen it is that at first they're only gonna let in half the capacity.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a cutoff. That's like, okay, I'm next in line. Yeah, we reached the capacity limit. You're not allowed in.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. You're gonna have to sit here until somebody leaves. Well, when
Yeah,
is that?
I just have to come back the next day.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be so mad.
That or you'd be like, well, okay, if I gotta wait here until somebody leaves, do I hold my can I hold my spot here in line?
Right.
You're like, I'm
You're
gonna
just
go over there to my vehicle and get me some lunch and stuff, since I can't get in to eat from the concession stand.
right.
Like, I'm gonna go over there, and it'd be really crappy to go all the way back over to your vehicle, still be able to see the gate, see a couple people walk out, and then watch a couple people walk in.
But not you.
You're like, you were supposed to hold my spot.
Denied.
You're supposed to help me, man. Hold my spot. Let me go eat, come back, and let me in when somebody left.
Nope, denied. I have to come back tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. I know, I can't wait. It's gonna be an interesting one. Everybody's gonna be in a panic.
They Governor Hogan of Maryland saying that they wanted to reopen beaches and state parks.
Mm-hmm. We are.
But that's not really smart because then that's just going to draw a giant crowd.
We're opening up the beaches and some of the businesses and stuff like that, but then there's still a stay-home order until the 28th.
Really comes at work. Like, we're going to reopen things, but you can't leave.
Yeah. Yep. That's how we're doing it. We're opening stuff, but you still can't go anywhere.
What's the point?
Mm-hmm. It's that wonderful power of control thing.
What's that? You have all the money if you can be in control.
Stern rules, not money.
Yeah, pretty much. The rich get richer, we get poorer.
Did you get your stimulus check?
Nope.
Yeah, we haven't either. I just check every day and then sigh.
Yep. Yeah, thankfully I had my savings already because that's how I bought my ticket today for people of video. Because I was holding on to my money waiting because it's like the stimulus check comes, it can pay for my ticket to go and my plane ticket. Problem solved. And then I have my savings. I can upgrade my computer. That'll help me out a lot.
I bet that'd be nice.
It runs so slow.
Not to have an ancient dinosaur computer.
Right. And it's like, you know what? I got my email from Dan and it's like, yeah, screw it. I'm gonna spend my money now and I'm gonna get my ticket.
Right.
It's not like I know the exact date we're gonna have the conference next year anyway, so I can't order a plane ticket right now, pre-order. I gotta wait. So it's like, screw it. I'll get my ticket now for the event, and if I get the stimulus in the hopefully near future, it will just go right back into savings how I had it for computer.
Yeah, it's annoying because Matt's channel was saying, like, go to the SSA website and see when you'll get your check. And then you do, and it's like, oh, sometime in April, sometime in May, but there's no real window.
Yeah, they don't know. Matt did a video again today, and he pretty much said it on there because everybody with the Direct Express stuff, they're like, well, when are we getting it? It says you're going to get it by this date. Then they changed it to no, you're not getting it this way. Then you're getting it this way. And then they turn around today in the video and they're like, well, when are we getting it for Direct Express? And the government plain out said it. We have no foreseeable plan on how this is going to work. And it's like, really? You've been fighting for the last couple months now about giving this funding out and how you're going to give it out. And now, after week after week after week, you're going to continue to change things, and then you're going to turn around and tell people, "Oh, we're sorry, we're going to screw you over, but we ain't got no clue when we're going to be able to help you out."
I can't imagine what people are doing when their bank account is empty because they lost their job and they haven't gotten a check yet.
Yeah, we've got a guy here up here that's not too far away that's about to lose his business, and he's a barber. And he just opened up his business the other day before all of the latest updates for opening businesses and the continued stay home order. But the state's actually going after him to shut him down now, to sue him because he violated the stay home order.
He had a store open.
It's like you realize he's trying to protect himself from being homeless and jobless. And not only himself, but his employees. Because you're not going to let him open, that means he's not making any money. If he's not making money, then he can't pay his employees. He can't pay for the building if he doesn't own it or anything. And ain't none of the places up here helping.
Yeah, that's why a lot of businesses are closing, because they can't afford to stay open and they're not having any business.
Yeah, and like there's a lot of places up here for like utility companies and stuff like that. Even though the governors are all stating you can't shut people off, they're still doing it. They don't care. You ain't paid your bill, you're getting shut off. And then you got people that are calling in complaining, and then they'll turn it back on after they deal with all kinds of hassle.
Yeah, or like have to jump through like 100 different hoops to get to that point.
Yeah, like for instance here at my parents, freaking stepdad's out of work, so he got hold of the place for the house payment, and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't lowering your rate. We ain't postponing it. We ain't doing a damn thing. You want your house? You keep paying for it,
even though you're not working."
Yep. And it's like, how is that even fair to anybody? The government states you cannot punish the citizens for not being able to pay their bills, but yet you're still going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of businesses are still billing you for things like you still have to pay internet, cable, your phone. Like, not every company is going to say, okay, we're not going to make you pay for these months until the virus is over.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you were saying,
it was cool. My cell phone company, instead of I could have called and had them drop an entire payment if I wanted, but why? I didn't need it. And instead of having me drop off an entire payment, they automatically went through for all their customers and doubled our data for free.
Yeah, T-Mobile did that too, which is really nice.
Oh, see? So you know what I'm talking about, because T-Mobile owns Boost.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's your carrier?
Mm-hmm. Yep, good old Boost Mobile.
Yeah, and they bought Sprint too. So.
Yeah, nothing like having a monopoly, which is supposed to be illegal.
Buy everything.
Yeah,
They got inspired by Disney. Disney buys everything.
Yep. I don't know if it happened yet. I'm pretty sure it's in the works still, or almost complete. But Disney is actually buying the WWE wrestling company.
Wow. To buy one more thing because they can.
Yep. Yeah. My uncle was telling me about that the other day, and I do believe one of the speakers had made reference to something like that the other day also.
Hmm.
And it's wow, man, they're just buying up everything. But when you've got as many billions as they do, I guess I'd be doing it too if I could afford it.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing I don't get. Why are they going to try and buy something else when they're losing all this money right now because they can't run their parks and the cruise line that they have?
Because eventually, if they buy it and all this stuff goes back to opening here in the near future, they're just going to increase their revenue tenfold.
That's true.
They might be losing it a lot right now, but the instant they open back up, they're going to make a
They're going to
killing.
come back.
Yeah, because everybody's going to be like, oh, hey, they're open. Cool. Now I can go. And because of them being closed so long, I will guarantee the prices are going to change. They're going to go up a little bit more. They already go up naturally on their own every year a little bit, but now that you've had this whole situation, it's going to go up a nice
Yeah,
little bit.
because people are going to flood to them to want to go in.
Yep.
Yep.
You're like, here, we need our sources of entertainment. We need to get the hell away from our family. We need to get the hell away from work. We need to do whatever we gotta get out of here. Here, I'll give you $150 for a day. Get me the hell inside them gates so I can go enjoy myself.
Freedom!
Right.
Fam,
And
I love
I
you. I need a break.
see that.
I think we all feel that way right now.
Oh yeah.
Family, I love you, but I need a break.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes, definitely.
I'm alone time.
Mm-hmm. 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 And it's like, relaxation, come on, celebrate good times.
Come on. 5, 3. Okay, I'm over and walk. I'll be back in 6 hours. I have not left the house to start and I went out.
I haven't left the house now a while
At all?
at all.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It sucks. It
It's pretty bad.
absolutely sucks.
I've gone out twice just to get groceries, and even that was like, freedom!
Yeah, nope. I haven't even done that. Nope. I've
And
been
then you go in the grocery store and half the shelves are barren.
Yeah, see, and I've been seeing that enough on the news, and that's one reason I haven't gone, because it's like I'm one of those, I'm gonna complain.
Yeah.
And I will guarantee I'm gonna go in there and like, okay, I've been stuck in this house for the last 6 to 8 weeks, and I come in here to get something, even just if it was like a box of cereals or something, go in there and see all them empty shelves, I would be yelling at people. Are you really that retarded? Really? Are you that stupid? You can't think of the other people in your community. Let's go out and overload on.
And that's why they put limits on things.
Hold on, ladies. There's my cousin you want me to interview. Hello, cousin. Welcome to Consult a Blind Guy. We are still live. Let me give you a call back in just a minute. Alrighty?
Now do you have a reason to end it?
Alright. Bye.
Did you hear me?
Probably like that one.
What's that?
Yeah, welcome to Consult a Blind Guy. We're still live.
I have a reason to get off because you have a phone call.
Yeah.
Does he know?
But I will definitely hit you guys up, or well, you ladies up. Sorry, but I will definitely hit you ladies up here in a minute on the Facebook.
Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Do you end it?
Alright.
Do I have to do anything on my end? I don't remember.
I don't believe you have to do anything on your end. I'm not 100% sure. I know I have to end the stream and leave the studio, but that's about it.
Oh, my knee just cracked. That felt nice.
I actually think I heard that. It sounded like a nice little pop.
It didn't hurt though.
Nice.
I
I know
was
I'm
just
probably
sitting
going to
for
be
one
snap
way too
crackling
long.
and popping myself here in a minute.
Start at 9. It's now midnight.
We started at 9 and it's now midnight. Wow.
Yep, 3 hours. See? Told you, we keep it up, we're gonna have another 4 hour or longer.
That's funny.
That just goes to show what happens when you get a couple of VIPs together. You don't sit around and you don't just sit in silence. You actually talk. You
We actually
communicate.
have a conversation.
You have a good old time. You know, because we went from everything about personal history to current situations to our YouTube channels to all kinds of different stuff. You know, we can go all over
I know.
that in a matter of 3 hours.
If you can see my shirt, it's pretty cool.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know if you can see it, have the magnification on. Can you tell what it is?
Let's do my head.
No, that's cheating.
It looks what is his name? Jack off of Christmas or Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yep. Jack Skellington.
Nice. That was that was always one of my ex's nicknames for me because I am such a skinny guy.
Yeah, we've been trying to convince our friend James to cosplay as Jack Skellington, but he won't do it. But he'd be the perfect fit for that.
He's too self-conscious. He doesn't think that he's skinny enough. But you're tall and you're thin. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, if you're tall and you're thin, you could definitely pull it off.
I'm short and not thin, and I'll cosplay as a character that has like a skin-tight costume. I don't care.
All right.
As long as you're having fun.
I
think
know.
it was
Maybe we'll do this year. A Halloween costume live stream.
Ooh.
Oh. Now, which character are we dressing as?
See, that might be an interesting one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's not like I only have like 3 costumes to choose from.
Well, I have costumes and I have work costumes.
Oh, I can imagine what we'd be coming up with now.
Yeah, I've done Rogue from X-Men. I've done Daredevil. Usually every year I do Harley Quinn because she's my favorite.
Yeah.
And this year I did one day. I did, cause when we go to Comic-Con, we go 3 days. But then the last day I did Supergirl.
Yeah, you had way too much for that.
I had fun playing with the cape.
Yeah. And for me, I have a video dress for my LARP. And for the con, you go as Raven from Teen Titans or a gingerbread Nightwing from Batman. And then
Nice.
this year, I was going to do Lady Loki, but the con got canceled, so I didn't get grade yet.
Stupid quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to going to Comic-Con every year.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had to switch to character had jacket since it's later in the year, and last year's con I was freezing.
Yeah, usually it's the second or the last week of September, and then last year it was like the week before Halloween. So it was super cold outside, and then this year it's going to be like the week before.
Thanksgiving.
No.
No.
like the last week of October, instead of being like the second or third week, it would be the end. So closer to December. It would be colder.
That's why when Woody's at it's Crimsto.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm freezing. Her and James are like, it's hot in here.
It was hot. I was sweating.
Oh, nice.
And then we had to go outside for mobility, and it's like, yeah, but you're out here hot now.
Oh, waiting outside for 2 hours.
Oh, yeah.
All right, ladies. I will hit you up here in just a minute on Facebook.
No, I just cracked my wrist. What is wrong with me? I'm getting old.
Sibling rivalry.
It sounds like a fun melee competition. Who will win? It'll be me.
No.
It's the LNN hour. Who's gonna win? Fight!
Me. Dude, why do I need to be quiet? You can't find me.
Yeah, see, we just turned that right into a Mortal Kombat situation.
Yeah. All you have to do is have somebody from the stand trigger like a glitter cannon, and I'm done for.
That's true. Or a mirror.
Glitter cannon.
Shiny mirror.
Oh, shiny.
I had distraction, then step into the shadows, and bye-bye.
No!
Yeah. Oh, but alright, I need to hop my butt off here so I can get a hold of
Another
him.
hour.
Yeah. He'll be calling back in a few minutes going, well.
Are you guys done yet?
1
Yeah.
hour later. Every stream has to be 4 hours.
Right? And
Does
maybe that's what we'll start doing. We're like, here, we'll start at like 8 and we'll go to midnight.
Alright, I'm game.
And then we'll kick you all off and then we'll stay here for another 4 hours.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying. Because I could so picture that. Be like, could you imagine sitting here and the live stream, turn around, and then they'll go right back into the studio portion of it and just sit here and continue chatting?
I could totally
Yeah.
see that.
But that would be hilarious. They're like, yeah, we're doing 4 hours of you guys with us. Now we're done with you. See ya.
Bye. Talk to you
We're
later.
done with
We got-
the live
we got-
stream. Now it's time for us to have a private chat in the studio.
We got what we needed from you. We're
Yeah.
good. See you later. See, when you hit it that way, it seems kind of mean. Like,
Yeah.
we got what we wanted out of you.
Well, that's
Good
usually how people are when they do content anyways. Hey, I found what I wanted to. Cool, I got what I wanted. Now I'm out.
Right.
And
Do you think
That's
because some
why-
people don't watch a video all the way through?
I think so.
I do my best to watch them all the way through. And if I don't watch it all the way through in one play, I will go back to it and play it all the way through.
Yeah, I'm the same way. You know, unless it's like this, or it's a 4-hour thing.
Yeah. And in which
Or
case,
whenever
I'll
you have your 12-hour live stream.
forward through that a little bit. Which I
Yeah.
still haven't seen that yet. I'm gonna have to ask them about that because I just got the email the other day about the corn stream and them thanking us about how much we managed to raise over $11,000.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah,
But for those that missed it, they want to watch it, and it's not there.
I would. I wanted to see the replay because there was just so much stuff in there that everybody asked and got answers for. And then there were so many questions I asked and got answers for. And it's like,
Mhm.
cool, I'll be able to go back and hear that again, and I still can't. So I
Yeah,
think I might be. I'm up and be like, can we, please?
I
I know it
Give us
takes.
the thing. Give us what we want.
Hey, you know, it's only a 24-hour live stream. Come on, you're not doing the push-ups all over again, Andrew.
Oh.
We were picking on him about that this past weekend.
Why?
Because he did so many push-ups that night for the live stream. And
Oh,
then
no.
and then we had everybody in there for the conference this weekend, including Rob and all them that were on the Two Buddies stream. So it's like, let's get some dabs going, guys. Come on, push up. You know, I'm not giving you money this time, but you could do some dabs, you can do some dancing, you could do some push-ups. It's not gonna hurt you.
Yeah. You can just make it into a competition. Who can do the most.
Yeah,
You know?
I think I get tired on that one.
What, trying to do a push up?
Yeah, doing a contest between somebody to see who can do more.
No, but I didn't do the seat holds when you are against the wall and you're in a seating system. You still only hold it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a strong leg.
But all right, ladies, I suppose I will hop my butt off of here, and then I
Yeah,
will.
no, what we're trying to do.
You were in it, Phil.
1 hour later.
That might end up turning into a video 1 hour later.
So, halfway there.
Next time it's already been a half an hour.
Yeah, it's 12.
More hours later.
How did it go for 4 hours? We just kept talking.
Nobody wanted to go off the screen.
That's what happens when you got friends on the line.
Oh, I'm tired.
Nobody want to go nowhere.
Oh, it's Nikki's bedtime.
Alrighty. Well, you have a nice night, Nikki.
You too.
Thanks for helping out and joining us.
Yeah, Nikki did a good job.
I said, having help, so any tasks you need me to do, just let me know.
Wink,
All right.
wink.
Thank you.
Oh, keep your vertical bets.
I can't help it.
But all right, ladies. Thank you for joining me tonight for these wonderful few hours. It was a blast, like always.
Fun. Thank you.
And then I will holler at you soon. For those of you who are watching this replay, thank you for watching Consult the Blind Guy. Please don't forget to check the description below to the link to yeah.
My channel.
Yeah, to Lauren's channel, and also link to find her on Facebook or Instagram. And you already know where to find me. You can find me here all the time, or you can hit me up on Facebook as well. You can keyword search Consult the Blind Guy. We also have a Facebook group, Consult the Blind Guy Hangout group. You find that, send us a request, and we'll get you added in right away.
Sounds good.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.